That fam, I have missed you, man. It's Monday Night Raw. Now we got to miss a couple more, but after that we'll be back to Monday Night Raw. But gotta pay tribute right now to Richard Sherman. I wasn't laughing. I was serious. Richard Sherman, who would have indeed, and Ronbo owes me money. This is 25. Richard Sherman. You already stop. It's Richard Sherman at 25. Anyway, paying tribute to Rich today. They got snubbed for the All-Star game, and I say that because had he been with the Hawks, he'd be in the All-Star game this year. All right. Big shout out to Jeffrey Woods. Apparently, he too is a Hawks fan, and he's feeling my pain. He's running around in our chat room and talking all kind of stuff to 49er fans. By the way, if you're visiting from another team, first of all, you have all our sympathies. But listen, there will be no racism tolerated in here. We caught it last week. We saw it a few times. But you can talk smack and get silly. We got a lot of guys who can handle you, no problem. But no racist remarks. You will not attack women, or you will be excused without warning immediately. You get 2 timeouts, third one, you're out. All right, just let you know. All right, 49 fans, please. I also ask you, man, do we have to fight each other like we be doing? Come on, y'all. Give a big and make up. And besides, get into Christmas spirits like Jimmy G. Jimmy G buying all his teammates Jordan 11s. $220 a pop. How many guys we got on this team? 53. What am I saying? And what if he bought them for the practice squad too? What if he sent the coaches as well? Go on into the. No, I bet it's all probably teams. I'm going to buy Kyle and John, everybody a pair of Jordans. Because actually, if you do the math, that's a lot of money. Woo! I've also suggested, Jimmy, the last game when we play in L.A., and L.A.'s big, got a lot of great restaurants. Take your old linemen to a steakhouse that you know is renowned and famous for being awesome. Take them in there, guys. Joe, Mike, you know Mike Persons as well. Lincoln, and Richmond. Guys, sit down. Hey, no, Joshua, come on in. We're not. No, it's okay. I know you didn't do anything this year. It's all right. You're gonna be a factor next year. But bring all the offensive linemen and have them sit down and just have a good time, guys. The wine is unlimited. The steaks, no matter how many you want, they're all yours, guys. You are the key to the 49ers' success. Whether it's me or Nick, you guys are the guys. Can you imagine Jimmy saying if it's me or Nick? Here's the thing. People are already brewing up a competition between Nick and Jimmy. Listen, let me clear one thing up. We're as good as Nick is, you know, there is a level that Nick's going to get that Jimmy Garoppolo will surpass. And that's just a prediction on my part. But Nick, I got nothing but love for Nick. And if anything happens to Jimmy, I feel very confident in him coming in and taking over for us at any point in the season. But Jimmy G has that wow, that spectacular, that I can do better than the average human being will ever be able to do. All he has to do is hang with Kyle for a little while longer, grasp the playbook a little bit. If Jimmy grasped the playbook nearly as well as Nick, because Nick has got it down, man. Do you know Nick right now, since week 13, is leading the NFL in yards? But then again, when I got Kyle Shanahan running things, designing plays, setting me up, I got George Kittle, Pro Bowl George Kittle, who's just eating the league and secondaries up. I got Dante Pettis, who's premiering in the league as soon to be one of the elite. Now, how am I gonna fail? and don't let Marquise Goodwin be healthy. With that trio, that could be the most. And you know what? Even if the 49ers do not pursue another wide receiver, they're still going places. Kyle has said, though, he does want to bring in some competition. He's already brought some in from Kansas City. Dude wasn't anybody in Kansas City yet. But you know how it goes. When we get undrafted free agents and people off the practice squad, suddenly they blossom into, whoa! I mean, look at Jeff Wilson, man. Jeff came in, he screwed up. I almost said it, didn't I? He screwed up early on in the game, and he came back and redeemed himself in the end. And you know what I like about that? Kyle had confidence in him and said, Jeffy, I'm going to get your butt back in there. Damn it. Hold on to the ball. Let's go. I ain't giving up on you. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. And Jeff came out there and answered the bell, too, you know. And Kowalski T is out. It is official. That means Marcell Harris, DJ Breed, Tarvarius Moore going to be running that secondary. Because you know you got two starters gone now. You got Kowalski out, enter Marcell. You got Akello out, enter Tarvarius. And Tarvarius screwed up immediately coming to the game. Russell Wilson went right at him and beat his ass for about 2 or 3 plays. But you know what I like about Tarvarius? And I mentioned this just yesterday. In this video, recent video. Do you notice in the beginning of the game when Tarvarius was, that boy hits. Why? He used to be a safety. See, you know how safeties do. They look to kill a man on every tackle. Now, he was missing those shots because he's got some things to learn about keeping his head up. As even the booth announcer kept saying, Tarvarius Moore has no fear of tackling, but he's got to pick his head up and wrap up. Because Tarvarius is like, bam! Tarvarius got to pick your head up and wrap, you know? But he'll be okay because that 4.3 speed. Who's going to outrun Tarvarius? Now, you put Tarvarius, listen, Akello, ain't nobody talking bad about you. You're saying you'll compete next year, and if anything happens to anybody, Tarvarius will be able to step in. Ain't nobody saying nothing about you because Akello was looking damn good to me these last 3 weeks or so. Yeah, Akello's getting it. He's starting to get it. Head turning around, running shoulder to shoulder. He's got feeling. He's got sensitivity as to where that dude is. He's getting better. He is. So I'm saying, but Tarvarius is coming in to get some competition. That's what we want on this team. And Jimmy G's got some competition, whether it's there. Okay, Jimmy knows he probably can beat him, but he knows he'd better bust ass. And that means Jimmy G's probably going to put on a show. So I'm looking for it, man. I can't wait. Big Mike versus K-Mack. Some dude came on. I was laughing. I was looking at the comments last night that you left. Some dude comes in there. Von Miller was not against Mike McGlinchey all night. Just plain ignorant. To that individual that spoke out of turn, I want you to go back and review the film. Remember when Von Miller got so bothered with McGlinchey that he started trying to time the snap and was offsides 3 times? Did you see the kid that was standing still as Von Miller ran right by him with the ref throwing the flag and hitting Miller in the face? That was 69. That's Big Mike McGlinchey. You've been served. I don't know, it's probably a rival fan anyway. Anyway, and you know, I'm looking for this game also. Solomon T seems to have a certain amount of success against Mitchell T. I do wonder if that's going to continue. Is there something between Solomon and Mitchell? Solomon got him last year in the Chicago game. Make sure to start him, Coach. Make sure to start Solomon T. Because I got a feeling there's something going on between him and Mitchell Trubisky that we don't know about. Nobody understands about, right? Because we got to get to Forrest Buckner a couple more sacks this year. If the Buckner leaves the season with 13 sacks, I'm going to be, look out, man. The 49ers, all we got to do is go shop and go get that Joshua Allen dude. Seahawks forever. Jeffrey, as a Hawks fan, don't embarrass yourself. We lost against a third-string quarterback. Seahawks forever, you're welcome in here at any time, man. You know what? You ain't talking crazy. You're just talking about what actually happened. Thank you. Work Jeffrey, though, yeah. Oh, God, I love this stuff. And here's the thing. The young Niners, if the league needs to know, if the 49ers can stay off the IR, at least the offense, and don't let them find an edge rusher. And don't let's find an edge rusher out of free agency either. That way we know we've got a tried and true edge. If you say, for instance, if Jadeveon Clowney ends up in 49er red next year, we can phone in some games. You're not going to get Jadeveon Clowney and DeForest Buckner on the same line and not run a quarterback completely crazy. Oh, I knew I should. And give me back. And everybody's always said, Matt Breida should be the number 1 quarterback. Get Jeremy. Listen, he can do that. You know what I want to see? Jerick McKinnon, if he doesn't have any carries all year, let the premier running back named Breida handle the runs. I want Jerick McKinnon lining up all over the line, every snap somewhere. I want the DC sitting up in the booth. Coach, what? I'm watching McKinnon. Leave me alone. I want him to make DCs nervous. Because if Jerick lines up in the slot, if he lines up on the edge, if he lines up in the backfield, yeah, he can catch him. You don't know what Jerick McKinnon do. Everybody's looking at Jerick McKinnon like he's nothing, like he has no chance, like he can't compete. Listen, you like Christian McCaffrey over in Carolina? All you've got is a darker complexion, Christian McCaffrey. This is Kyle Shanahan we're talking about. You know what he's going to do with that kind of talent? I told you during draft night, when everybody laughed at me, 49ers ought to grab Christian McCaffrey in the first round. Ronbo, man, what you been smoking, man? We ain't getting no running back. He's not just a running back. That's why Kyle knew, and I bet there was some argument with Kyle and John that night. I bet you Kyle wanted Christian. But John says, no, we're going to stop the run next year. And I got a feeling that I think we're going to go ahead and go with Solomon Thomas. What? Yeah. Listen, Kyle, be patient, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to build this thing one by one. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build up that defense. Remember, this team was the last team against the run last year in the league. So we got to do something about that, all right? Well, how about Kyle? Let me handle the first round. This year is going to be defense. We got to build that defense. Next year, it's all yours, okay? I'm joking, but I bet there was something similar to this argument going on. Christian McCaffrey! Now we got Jerick McKinnon and Matt Breida. That is a 1-2 punch from hell. Guarantee it's going to happen as long as everybody stays healthy. Oh, I can't wait. All right. Now, tonight we're going to look for your scores on this. You can give you a little input on whatever you want to do, and then we're going to get your score. Jonathan Torres! He's just getting some bear hide this weekend after some good bird food. And that bird was like sauteed and in the tears of the Seahawks fans. Zombies Gaming, Ronbo, R-Y-W. I got to figure that one out. Big Hack, what's up? Kim, Busso, Boutro, sup, man, Niner fam. And Ramos, who's going to the Lamb Chops game next? Ooh, I know, right? Got to play the Bears first. Just like we're having 2 gigantic games back to back. Don't let us win them both in one of them. You know what? I ain't really got nothing against the Bears. If we lose the Bears and beat the Rams, oh, God. And Rudy would be he'd be a basket case because he knows his team's not going to the Super Bowl. You got Gurney walking around there saying, "Coach, my leg," and that's not looking good. They're going to shut him down this weekend possibly. Andre Smith, sup, Sack Kings, Sinze Million, Sinze Million, Sinze Million. Sup, fam? Joseph L. Baby, what's up? It's time. It's Niner time. And Rodney Carnes from Memphis. Check it in. Rodney. Alan Green. That's the Bears. 27-24 for Alan Green. And you're right about a close score. The Bears have been playing, whenever they've won, it was kind of close to for a couple of occasions. And whenever they lose, it's by a real close margin. It's going to be a tough game for 4 quarters. What's up? JMGJP, Jeff Tan, Super Ronbo burrito. Oh, don't talk about a super burrito, man. The chilies. You like I was gonna tell you because throw them chilies in there. Ho! That's it. Funk Master, hello Empire. Arian Barrios says he Ronbo on the Niners can exchange Reuben Foster jerseys. Thanks for the great job. You had a certain amount of time. I don't know if the time is up yet, but I've heard you can exchange Foster's jersey. I don't know if it's there's a grace period on that, but hurry up, go on and try and see what they say. And he said, I think Goodwin might show out this game. Don't forget, we can compete with any team. Go Niners. Damn, JP. If Goodwin shows up, the 49ers will win, especially at home. You see, because of the four losses that the Bears have, 3 of those are on the road. If Goodwin comes to play, that means he's going to ignite Kittle. And if Kittle eats, soul will repent. And look out for the sneak attack and cameo appearance from Garrett Selleck. Ooh, love God. Hey, repent. Come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm feeling so good about this team. Repent. I'm doing great, man. I love the potential of next year already as this team gets settled into Kyle Shanahan football. But what's on your mind?
Well, it kind of was hard to believe the Niners on a 2-game winning streak.
How many years? Oh, last year. I'm sorry, I forgot. Last year was the first time in a long time.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and give you my predictions for the Bears and Niners game. And I really like the Niners having a good chance. And the only reason why I do believe they may end up losing is because they keep on kicking field goals in the red zone, man. That's just not going to cut it.
True. And they know it. And no rushing in the red zone either. They haven't rushed. I think they're lowest total in the league for rushing into the end zone.
Right. So I do think it'll be a close game. I do see the Niners, kicking about 3 or 4 field goals. So I'm going to say 20-27, the Bears, honestly.
Right.
So
that's
I hope
awesome.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, we both do.
I really hope. I mean, I like Mick Mullins and everything, but the reality is there's a lot of injuries. Breida's coming out every other play. There's
he's
going
to be an account too. They're not going to have him out there all day.
Right. So, but I am looking towards the future, Ronbo. I mean, one of the questions I have for you is, regarding Garoppolo. We saw him struggle this year as he's learning the offense. But the question is, even though he hasn't played this year, can we expect him to know the playbook now that he has it in his hands, or does he have to actually practice and actually carry out the plays? Because that's my only concern for next year.
But repent from playing ball. It's all about reps. He can know that playbook. You know who knew the playbook as well as Kyle Shanahan? It was Nick Mullins when he came into this 4 weeks ago, without how long he's been. But he came in looking a little shaky. Now look. See, this is what Jimmy's got to do. He's got to work as hard as Nick did to actually know what's supposed to be doing and come out there and get those reps in, and then he'll get sharp.
Well, man, I really hope, honestly, they do something different next year regarding
they do every year.
Game preparation. Not getting hurt next year.
Oh.
It was just, I remember the beginning of the year, Ronbo, we were like, we might have some injuries this year, and I think Eric Armstead was like the first one, and then next thing you know, it was McKinnon. This stuff is hard to deal with, man. So they got to find a way, Garoppolo's got to play smarter football. He can't be acting like a running back and turning back upfield when the sideline's right next to him, So
he's a boneheaded play. He tried to be a hero, and I mean, I don't know. It was, he just had a mind fart. He'll never do that again, and Kyle's already made him sign papers not to. So,
Yeah, but I mean, one thing Ronbo, as the year's about to end, I want to tell the entire empire, I hope the entire empire during the off season does not overhype the Niners, all right? Let's be realistic. I feel like 90% of the fans, including me, the callers, we were all 13-3 because you got Jimmy G. It's more like,
But
you guys.
But repent. We had a right to think that only because of the way last 2017 ended. I mean, the 49ers looked invincible in 2017 toward the end, and we figured as soon as all the horses come back, if they can win 5 games on the way they won, then what's going to stop from winning minimum of 10, right? And Kyle kept telling people, listen, you got to come in and work hard every year. It doesn't just connect with the year before. So, yeah, we learned.
No, football. The football season is really tough to predict. I mean, I look at the Panthers, for example. They looked really solid, starting off at 6-2. Now they're 6-8. You know what I'm saying?
That is getting fired material. Somebody.
Yeah, And then I still don't understand the Green Bay Packers. They got like you said, a Pro Bowl quarterback. And they can't even make it. You know what I'm saying?
And lost to the Cardinals along with us.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say this: I do have high expectations for this year as the season's about to end. I see the defense coming together. And it really seemed like a year for the Niners defense and the offense to really understand the playbook, really understand what they're doing. And I'll tell you, Ronbo, I don't know if you ever went through this, but my football coach, my first year, had a very complicated offense. And the second year, he said, okay, we're going to simplify it. We're going to run just half the playbook, but we're going to run it very well. And that was effective, So I really hope the coaches next year find a way to really translate the game to the players, because that's a big teaching component that the coaches have to know how to do,
Mm-hmm. And mentally, repent, what that does is allow the players, especially at the level we're talking about in high school and college, it allows the players to relax and focus on a little less, and they can get a little less and be more efficient. It's a good idea. But they figure at the pro level, you guys get paid the big bucks out here. You got to learn this stuff, because we can pick up another guy that can, Because you look at Nick Mullins, whereas he's not blessed with all the talent in the world, but he does look good out there, but he knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing, and he compensates by being brilliant. Nick is sharp. I like him.
Well, the good news is that Kyle Shanahan showed, through Matt Ryan, that once you get this down, guess what? It's going to be very difficult to stop. So I do have faith in Shanahan. Yeah. I just didn't think that the defense was going to be that complicated, because I remember talking to Marcell Harris, and I asked him, what's it like to be in the NFL, man? He said, man, he goes, it's tough. He goes, he was talking about the playbook. He was like, Shanahan, he goes, the coaches, he goes, this is some very difficult stuff to comprehend. And I was like, really?
Fam.
I'm like,
we got to stop though, repent. But tell you what, let's get back together after the game, and some of these things we're talking about right now, we're going to make a connection as to what happens during the course of this game, key points, and then we'll say, see, we'll be saying it's not that complicated. You notice how they're getting faster and faster and faster at doing what they're doing? So it'll come around. But we got to be patient, though, and stop firing the coach like everybody does every week.
Ronbo, and you make a good point that once they know what they're doing, they're not going to be tentative. And guess what? They may not be caught at a vulnerable, confusing position and end up getting hurt. Because that's how players do get hurt. Exactly. They don't know what they're doing. They're standing around. They're hesitant. You got to be able to execute. So, all right, Ronbo.
All right, repent. Always good to hear from you, fam. All right, I'll be looking for you Sunday.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, I'll try to see you Sunday. Okay.
All right, fam.
Merry Christmas, by the way.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Right. Merry Christmas, repent. All right.
That's right, Ronbo.
And to the family, too. Double Merry Christmas. All right.
That's right. I'll tell her, man.
Please.
You need to get your Christmas hat on for Sunday.
I know, right? I'm gonna get one. I'm too late this year, but I ain't having no more. Next holiday season, I'll be wearing as early as Thanksgiving.
There you go.
All right,
All right,
repent.
Rambo.
Talk to you
Good
later.
night. See you.
Peace. And Roger Villaneda said 49ers 21, Bears 14. Yeah. The Devil's Sons at 49ers had already been doing that with Richie James. He's played from the backfield in college. It'll be a different look. I like that idea. Kyle's got a vivid imagination. You may see things like that from him next year. Money, though, says Beats offense stinks. Oh, Bears beat. Bears offense stinks. 128-24 49ers. There's some truth. The Bears offense, they got that running back. They got a couple of wide receivers. I forget one of them name, but they got what's his name from Atlanta. This trade from VA. Seahawks would have a better chance at home in the postseason. It's not hating to say, y'all, one and done. Still a good season considering. Yeah, you know what? If the Seahawks, let's say the Seahawks draw the Saints in the first, and that's a real possibility, they can say goodnight if they got to play in that dome. Andre Smith says 24-17 Niners. Ian Sharp has 2017 Niners. Alan Green, 27-24, winning. And Haroon Safi says, hey, what's up, fam? It's the kid 916. 49ers for life, let's go. What's good with the Empire? Respect. It's a kid. Yamin. Is that you? No, Yamin is Yamin. Hey, thanks, fam. And Snozzle Shabizzle. Say that. It just tickles your mouth to even say it. So we're going to keep handing it to Wilson Jr. in hopes he does well for trade bait. I don't think we'll go with 4 running backs next year. If so, what will we even get? You're not going to get much from running back because there's so many. There's so many. Maybe. He's got to put on a real big show, I guess. Hey, Jeff Taylor. This is the week for Richard Sherman to get an interception versus Mitch Trubisky. If we get the right pressure, man, let's go to Mel.
Bang, bang, Niner
Gang.
gang, man. Gold gang in the building. You know what time it is. What's good, Ronbo?
Mel, man, it's all red and
What's
gold,
happening?
baby. Christmas. 49ers
Merry
looking
Christmas
good
to
after
you, my
winning
brother.
2 in a row.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Wait.
yeah,
Let me. Michael Chavaria wants to know where that Niner cat though. MC, you heard that hollering out in the hallway? That's MC outside, running around. I've got several girls running around, and MC's like, "Dude is a dog. He's in a cat's body, but he is a dog." Mel, back to you, fam.
Word, my man. What's going on?
Oh, Mel, I tell you,
Okay,
man.
so you want to score predictions, right? I'm torn. I got two possible scores that I've been thinking for this upcoming game. I'm thinking it's either going to be 23-17 or 24-27. I see us winning. We're home, right? We're not in Chicago, right?
We're not going to that ice box.
Oh, yeah, word. I mean, but even still, you remember, what was it, the 88? 88, Bill Walsh's last Super Bowl before he retired, where we went into Chicago in like that ice bowl for the NFC Championship and walked out of there with a win.
That's desire. That
Guys
is pure
can do it.
desire. Because the
Yep.
Bears was tough at that time,
Right,
too.
and our 2013 squad. I'm going to the Super Bowl. We went to Green Bay
And cleaned
it
house.
was freezing out there, and we took it. Yep.
Cap was out there in short sleeves. Did Cap even wear an undershirt?
I don't think he did.
That would automatically mess with your mind if you're on the other team, Cap out there running how many yards did Cap run up in that game? 150?
I don't even remember. But people kill me, even our fans particularly. People kill me with the hatred for Cap now. I mean, I understand it. If you disagree with him kneeling or the way he did things, okay, that's cool. But they're talking about how he was trash as a quarterback. Blaine Gabbert took his position, and we never liked him. And, man, come on. Colin Kaepernick had the entire globe, well, all of America at least, kissing their muscle like Kaepernick and they called it. Had everybody doing it. They weren't even Niners fans and they were doing it. He sold so many jerseys and everything. Man, we loved Cap.
Yeah.
And it was like that until Harbaugh left. So all of this, he's garbage and he's trash. But yeah, Cap was nice. But yeah, man, Nick is going to be. He's going to spend these last 2 games really trying to make a push to have people thinking.
They're already thinking, Mel. People talking about Jimmy G got overpaid. That we could have, Nick should have started. I agree, Nick should have started right away. But still, I don't know that Jimmy G and Jerick McKinnon. Same thing about him. We can get rid of him. I don't know why people don't like depth.
That's stupid.
I like backups and depth. I like
Right. And that whole get rid of McKinnon and for Breda, look, man, I love the way Breda's been playing. For the first few weeks this season, he was leading the NFL in rushing. Yep. I love the way Breda's playing, but that would be stupid. I don't even think Breda should be a starter, considering he can't shoulder a load for 16 weeks, man.
True.
He just can't do it physically. McKinnon should be our starter number 1. He's stronger than Breda. He's Breda, but a little more experienced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
McKinnon is going to be a savage. And like you said, man, ain't nothing wrong with depth.
Yeah.
I think that they're a fantastic, phenomenal 1-2 punch because there's not much of a drop off in talent. You know what I mean, at the position.
Be getting rid of
people.
But
as far as that, get rid of McKinnon.
Release my number. Go ahead.
Well, we're going to. We'll get it up in a minute, and you'll be getting your phone calls. Say goodnight. All right.
Wait, what happened?
There's a kid that's decided he wants to get involved. He's got to say all these bad things. We get those every now and then. All right.
I didn't even know who.
No, it's a child.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm lost.
I'm sorry.
So this individual unmuted. Oh,
he came in and muted himself. That's what kids do. Say a bunch of bad words until he can grow up and stop acting like a little idiot. Okay, go ahead, Mel.
Okay. Oh, was it the Kaepernick thing that got him?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Now that you mentioned it.
yeah, probably. Yeah, because we got to curse Kaepernick. We gotta all pretend like we always hated him and that he's the worst quarterback ever, even though he's better than 70% of the dudes playing now. But anyways, yeah, man, like I'm definitely excited about next season. No, and as far as what Repent was talking about managing our level of excitement and because of the way this season turned out, there was no way for us to have predicted what went on here. All of we're playing with 3rd and 4th stringers right now. There's no way we could have predicted that. And I still believe that if we had the roster that we had, and if everybody was healthy or even semi-healthy, barring the season-ending injuries to such key positions, we'd be on our way to the playoffs right now. Would we be 13-3? I don't know about that. I don't know, but I definitely believe we'd be in the playoffs, at least a wild card spot, at least. Especially considering that we've been getting better every week, and
it's about
once
the defense,
we had
Mel.
any semblance of continuity in whether it's in the defensive backfield, on our D-line, or on offense, anytime we had continuity and the guys really had a shot to play together for a little bit, we started having success, man.
Mm-hmm. And just think about that for a second. If Reuben Foster could just behave, we've had some bizarre situations this year. So, and they made it through, and they still recovered to some degree this last few weeks. I'm proud of the 49ers. So,
yeah.
Well, Mel, we got to stop. Mel, let me see you right after the game. All right.
All right, my brother. What time is the game? It's a 4. Got to be a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah, for you it's 5, right? Because we're at 1 o'clock on the West Coast, so 5 o'clock for you.
Oh yeah, so it'll be 4. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Be 3 hours, 3 hour differential.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I got the NFL season ticket.
There you go.
On my iPad. So
there you go. And the nice thing about that is you can look at all the other teams getting abused. Because you know what's very much entertainment? When you watch like the Rams getting beaten, look at Jared Goff's face. When you see the Hawks struggling.
That's my favorite.
I just get such a rush off of that.
That's my favorite. The fact that we beat look, man, this season our record ain't what feels good, but I tell you what, we beat the Raiders, We beat we beat the Seahawks for the first time since 2013.
Hector was still.
So as long as we beat, if we can pull out a win versus the Rams, in a week and a half, man, this is a successful season as far as I'm concerned.
God, yes. I know.
We got swept by the Cardinals, which hurt.
Oh, don't talk about that though. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah. They got 8
pulled
years.
Out the brooms on us.
8 years of domination, or 8 games in a row, should I say? I'm sorry, 4 years. So they next.
4 years.
All right, man. See you this weekend.
All right, Ronbo. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you Sunday.
Hey, and Merry Christmas between now and then, too.
And Merry Christmas, my brother.
All right, fam.
All right. Have a good one.
Hey, and there's Daniel Serrano. What's up, fam? Oh, God. Lakers 49ers says 27-30 Niners. Perry Howard. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Perry. And Snozzle Shabizzle, he says, you know you have a good show when fans from other teams swarm to see what class really is. Shout out to you and the squad. Shabazz, they're coming after the people that they love to talk with us. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about, it's about you. They came in here to get in arguments. Because, see, when you get embarrassed, you like to talk to the people that beat you up. I used to talk to Cowboys fans and Hawks fans. I never talked to Raiders fans. Raider fans, never mind. But Raider fans in general, there's a few here and there that aren't bad. And even the ones in my family get on my nerves, okay? So there are those fans you can talk to. Steelers fans are fun to talk to, you know? Cardinals fans aren't that bad. Hey, Salvador Brad Misca, 24-20. Niners. Vader. I love Vader says it's time. It's time. It's Vader. Time. Vader, you got to call in, man. Waiting on you. Theandra, sup? Trevor Marks, 49ers, 28-26 will win by a field goal. I've got the same vision, man. I'm seeing it. And there goes Dante Pettis. He may break it all the way. The 49ers, you got to get out of bounds. The 49ers got 8 seconds left on the clock. What's Kyle Shanahan going to do? They're well within Robbie Gould range, but do you want to risk a field goal? The 49ers can win it with a field goal. But who's more reliable than Robbie Williams? There he goes. Shanahan sends him out on the field. Williams steps up to the tee. Snap. It's up. Oh, right down the middle. 49ers win it. See, I've already seen that. Hey, Daniel score. 49ers 28, Bears 17. Woo, man. And we got that. Bears 49, 28-17, Daniel. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, it's James. James. Come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Hey, doing great. James, I talked to, what is his name? Hakeem, right. Yeah, I was talking to Hakeem the other day. Hakeem was cool.
Yeah, we've been on the phone all day. Straight Niners thing, you know what I'm saying? We got
all right.
We got a bar by the grace of God. We going to Sunday. That's in Linden, New Jersey. Bar called Nuno's. It's all 49ers in there. He's got his whole bar.
Hey, wait. James, what's the name of the place?
I think it's called Nuno's.
Nuno's. Hey, Mel, because Mel's out there too, in your neighborhood.
Mel is in the neighborhood, but he's closer to Philadelphia. He's down there, I believe, like around Pennsauken, I think. That's where he said he.
Maybe a little bit of a ride for him.
That's a real good ride. That's a real good ride. You know what I'm saying? Because we're closer up. We're closer up, close to like Newark and Linden, which is close to New York City. Mel is it's a good hour and 20 minutes, something like that, you know. But anyway, I was listening to what Repent to Jesus was saying about, you know, that situation with Jimmy Garoppolo coming back as our starter and being able to sit. I think I'm gonna tell you the truth. I believe in Jimmy's case because he already started games and he knows, put it this way, he knows enough plays right off the bat where Kyle could say, well, let's go with those 15 plays that you ran when we won the 6 games in a row. Let's just go with them for right now. And let me see you go ahead and master them, and then I'll give you 25 more. And, you know, I don't really think it will be a problem at all for him because he ran that offense before. He knows it. And sometimes with a quarterback, when they sit back and they're on the sideline, just like the same tangibles he learned from Brady being up in New England, sitting behind Brady, you know, he's had basically this whole year. Now, I don't know how much he learned sitting behind CJ. I think a lot of times he kept his eyes closed. Like,
wait. Now, who's sitting behind CJ learning? Are you talking about who?
No,
Nick?
I'm saying Garoppolo being out injured. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of been on the sideline.
And you said how much did he learn sitting and watching?
Well, I mean,
James,
nothing for nothing. I mean,
you're kidding,
CJ,
right?
I know with CJ, he had to keep his hands on his eyes like somebody was shining his eyes. Because that was disturbing for me to watch. You know what I'm saying?
It was disturbing for everybody.
CJ standing there like he holding the guitar and trying to throw a football. But anyway, let's stay on the conversation at hand. And I tell you something. I think right now the good part about it, I like seeing that there's competition behind Garoppolo because before he got contract, you know, there was really no competition. He was the designated starter, quote unquote. And then out of nowhere comes Nick Mullins emerging over CJ Beathard. And I said it even in the preseason, what I had seen from Nick Mullins, I seen a guy that wouldn't quit, that you just couldn't
fight.
You could throw your best at him. And he had this fight like a dog that ain't got but one good eye and half a tail. Okay. Yeah. But you're gonna see why he's only got one eye and a half a tail, because he's lost it in some epic battles. But at the end of the day, he you know, like I said, it's good that now Garoppolo has got that competition right under him, because I know that Garoppolo is chomping at the bit, probably slobbering at the side of his mouth, like, okay. Remember how they said when Jack Nicholson played in the Batman movie, wait till they get a hold of me. That's what Jimmy G is saying to himself right now. Like, this is my team, and wait till they get a load of me. Let this knee get healed up. Let me get back out there. I'm gonna show them some things about this game.
And James, you bring up something very, very, because here's the thing. Because Jimmy was always in the shadow of Tom Brady, and he always really, he may joke and say he didn't really mean that. He always thought he was better than Brady. Now, if he's got somebody building a fire behind him again, this is so good for us, because you watch. You're going to really see the Jimmy G that we saw in them last 5 games last year now. Because he knows the heat is coming.
And you're gonna see a more advanced Jimmy G, where it's like, you know, it's like what I could see him doing now is actually having teams pretty much done at the start of the third quarter, where Kyle is saying to him, look, Jimmy, you score another touchdown, I'm going to put Nick in the game for the rest of the game. Okay, we're up 3-4 scores on this team. They ain't got a snowball's chance in Hades coming back right now.
And keep Nick sharp.
Yeah, you did your thing. I applaud you. I mean, man, I'm telling you right now, you make me go home and I can't go to sleep for thinking of all the offensive plays that I'm teaching you, and you just grasp it. Now go on over there and sit down and tell Nick to put his helmet on, okay? You're done for the day. But that's a good thing. And nothing for nothing, Ronbo. I looked at the kind of contract that Nick Mullins has got. He has an exclusive rights free agent contract.
He's getting a rookie salary.
He's getting a rookie salary, but there's a contract in his contract right now in 2021 when he becomes eligible to become a free agent. The only team that could sign him is San Francisco. I don't understand. I mean, it's like He can't put it this way. The only team he can sign with is the 49ers. Now, if another team wants to say, well, look, we'll give you 2 first rounders, a first rounder this year, third rounder this year, first rounder next year, maybe a fourth rounder.
And James, you know that's coming. He could be in your neighborhood if the Giants insist on trying to tell people Eli Manning's got a couple more years on him. He could be in New York soon because the 49ers are going to get those high-round picks.
There's no telling. It's kind of like a window dressing in a way because Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch know what they're plotting to do. It's only right. This kid was an undrafted free agent. You know that any quarterbacks that Kyle Shanahan goes to work with, he can turn them into basically top-tier quarterbacks, okay?
That's why we wonder about CJ. But CJ could be on the practice squad next year because nobody's going to take him off the practice squad. He could eventually blossom into something special, maybe.
Well, I think that may happen for him with the Canadian Moose Heels. Okay, that's a new team.
A Canadian wearing high heels.
the Canadian Moose Heels, whatever. But I don't think it'll be in the NFL. I mean, I from what I've seen in him, I think that the NFL is a little too fast for CJ, man, playing quarterback.
But I wish him well. James, we got to stop though. Let me see you after the game. Hakeem, we see you. Get back to you on Graham too.
He's listening now. He's listening now.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? But let me give you my score, man. I'm just gonna say
Don't give us that score, please.
We coming a long way and we're getting there. But I'm saying it like this. I'm going to say 27-24 Bears.
All right.
Okay.
And this is good, James, because you've done that twice, and we've won on both occasions.
Yeah. Well,
so you're the ace.
I'm also hoping that the Raiders and the Jets win as well, and possibly the Cardinals.
Yeah.
You know, but the Cardinals got so many free agents. How do you have all 4 of your starting wide receivers free agents in the same year? Every one of them.
And your all pro defensive back.
Yeah. You think they're going after a pass rusher with those kind of holes to fill?
See that?
It's sad.
God,
it is.
That'd be so crazy if we still had access to Nick. And the 49ers, because I got a feeling the 49ers are going to trade down, but they may put the brakes on that if Nick is still available at their pick. We'll see.
One thing that you can believe, the way we're showing up now, it's a lot of free agents on teams that are saying, hey, man, I hope, man, John Lynch called me, man. I want to go to the They got that boy Garoppolo coming back. They got that young protege and Nick Mullins, and the defense is getting better and they hungry. That's the kind of team like that will be in the Super Bowl within a couple of years. Hopefully,
you got a healthy clubhouse. All right, James, we got to stop.
I'll tell you, man.
I'll tell you, I'm going to see you Sunday.
Thank you for what you do for us, man. Niner Empire, Niner
appreciate you.
Man.
Right.
Have a great evening. Thank you so much.
And Merry Christmas Eve. I'm going to see you on Christmas. Christmas Eve, actually. What am I talking about? Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm. Christmas Eve. You right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, James. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. You too, sir. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, and there's Michael out in Marin. Marin Mike. Come on in, man.
Ronbo. What is going on, my friend?
I wish I knew, Mike. All of a sudden, we caught fire here. If we went 3 in a row, Mike, this would be that storybook ending like we had last year. It's getting a little crazy in San Francisco. And this is a tribute to Kyle Shanahan's coaching and that nobody gave up. And I appreciate that more than I do Nick Bosa. Because everybody's crying about, Jesus Christ, why didn't we tank? Mike, I want you to reflect on this, a light on this too. Let's see if we match notes on this. How do you tell your team, all right, guys, as you know, we've got the number 1 pick now, and we value more than anything else having the ability to pick up Nick Bosa next year. How are you going to tell your team this? So we want you guys to play a little loose. Let's see a few more drop balls. Let's just see you relax and have fun out there, but don't be too serious. People don't understand. When they say tank, what are they talking about?
Ronbo, those people don't know what they're talking about. You don't talk that way to your football team. These guys are professionals. They are paid big dollars to do this, and these guys are incredibly competitive football players. No one is going to tank out there. These guys are giving it their all the time, and if they're not, they don't belong on this football team. I'm telling you that right now.
Yes.
And, man, I'm telling you, the more and more we watch this football team play as the season has gone on, Kyle Shanahan has just impressed me more and more with his offensive scheme. I mean, getting these wide receivers open the way he is, the way he opened up the flats when they played Seattle. Did you see George Kittle running across the middle? Dante Pettis is sitting out there in the flats with no one around him, Ronbo. I mean, this guy's schemes are incredible. I mean, they had two big plays out there in the open because Seattle was all over Kittle. They totally ignored Dante Pettis. They totally ignored, I think it was Breda on another one.
Garrett
and
Selleck,
I mean,
that touchdown, he was sitting there all alone.
And then he goes to Selleck, man. I mean, it was great. I mean, I'm loving that. And Pettis is something else, man. I mean, this guy's got what they call oily hips. I mean, he can open those hips up like crazy. You don't know what direction he's going. You know. I mean, it's amazing. Jeff Wilson, if this guy can get over his fumbling, if he can get that under control, we got ourselves a hell of an inside zone running back, man. This guy's tough. He's got good vision. He's physical. I mean, he can run that football inside now. And I mean, if he can get control of this fumbling issue, we're going to have something there. Man,
you notice he protected that ball toward the end of the game against the Hawks. It's like, Coach, like you're supposed to do as a coach, have faith in your guy, put him back out there. And he answered the bell. I was impressed.
I know. I dig the way they did that, the fact that he was able to get back there on the field. And they were saying, I heard him on the radio, they were saying that it depends on how the player responds after the player fumbles. If he comes over to the sideline and he's got that look in his face like he wants to go hide, then that's fine. But Kyle was saying that when Wilson came to the sideline, he wanted to go back out there. He wanted to go back out and prove himself and not let his coach down, you know. And so he's a fighter, man. He got back out there and he did his thing, and I'm digging this guy. And I hope that they continue to play him. I hope he gets a lot more snaps and that he does something and gets on the squad because I like the way he runs the ball inside. The O-line, man.
Because I think Alpha's done. He won't be back this year. If you're gonna bring back a physical runner, you bring back Jeff. So yeah.
That's right. And the O-line, man, I'm loving it. I like what you said earlier about McGlinchey. I mean, the fact that they went against Denver and they kept Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, they handled them pretty well. And then they came out against Seattle, and, you know, Frank Clark, that dude is a freaking beast, man.
He's tough.
And, I mean, they kept him at bay, too.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I mean, he had a couple little hits, but he didn't do much. I mean, they kept him at bay as well. And
Mike,
I just love the way
in 2 years, McGlinchey is going to be like a premier. He's probably going to be on the left side, but McGlinchey is just going to be just a beast, just an absolute beast. I just wonder if we can find somebody to play that right side. But man, McGlinchey is that's the right first round pick. Oh,
you're absolutely right. And the more you start looking at that, you start looking at that 2018 draft, and you start going, wow, man, it looks like they hit on quite a few guys there. You're looking at McGlinchey, you're looking at Fred Warner, you're looking at Dante Pettis, you're looking at DJ Reed. I mean, you're looking at Marcell Harris now. I mean, these guys are
he's just having his
Tarvarius
preseason
Moore
too,
is
Mike.
even starting to look pretty good.
Yeah, we're seeing Marcell Harris. He's in his preseason. He's getting his feet under him. He's getting, you know, I said, okay, this is game 4. Marcell looked awfully dang good the last 2 games. What can we expect this game? Kowalski's got his work cut out for him next year, Mike. Oh,
he really does. I mean, if Marcell continues to play like this, how do you bring Kowalski T back in and say this is our starter? I mean, for me, if I'm a coach like Kyle, man, I just got here and I'm putting my team together. Marcell Harris is going to come out there and do this game in and game out, Kowalski T is going to have to win that job, or Marcell's going to have to lose that job back.
Right?
You know what I mean? He's going to have to lose a job.
But you know what? It ends up being an Eric Reed situation where now we're paying Kowalski too much money now. We're either going to get something for him on draft night, depending upon what safety we can pull, because the 49ers are going to probably go after a safety in the draft. And if he looks like he's decent, you let Marcell start and you bring this kid in to back him up. You reduce salary and you get maybe a draft pick or something else. But, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do. And And I like Kwaski a lot, but if I see too much more Marcell Harris, I'm developing a crush. I'm fickle. You know?
Exactly. I completely agree. These two guys have been a real breath of fresh air, man. DJ Reed and Marcell Harris. It's just
K1,
it's really
right?
our defensive backfield went from from being nothing to all. Hey, here they come, man.
Yeah.
Things are starting to look up,
And Mike, let me ask you also about Elijah Lee. Are you impressed with what you see from him yet?
Oh, very impressed. I'm seeing a guy flying around. He's doing it. He's really taking care of his responsibilities too. He's not getting out of. He's not going after everything and getting out of position. You know what I mean? He seems to have a good nose for the ball. He seems to be disciplined enough to where he's staying in his lanes where he's supposed to be. But he's really making plays, man. And this kid can tackle. He's got speed. He's got instinct.
Coverage.
I mean,
he's got that kind of.
I didn't. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Big surprise, Ronbo. You called it right there. Big surprise right there. Elijah Lee. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him a lot.
And in the 21st century and in the 2018, Elijah Lee and Fred Warner make a lot of sense because it's all passing almost nowadays. And if I got two good guys who can cover like that, and Fred Warner will knock the bejesus out of anybody who thinks they're going to run through him, I kind of like this combo. They can go after the kid from LSU. Everybody wants, I forget his name, he's a great linebacker at LSU. But I'm thinking, is Elijah Lee, doesn't he want more respect? I kind of like him. So.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I mean, that's what's kind of exciting about these last couple of games here, to see how these young guys, how they do for the last couple of games. I mean, if they keep playing to the level that they've been playing the last couple of games, that's going to make things real interesting. And it's really exciting to watch. I mean, I love the way Nick Mullins is executing Kyle's offense right now, and he's getting rid of the ball quickly. I mean, the stats on him are he gets sacked once every 19 snap dropbacks, I think, and Beathard was getting sacked once every 8 or 10 dropbacks.
I didn't know it was that many acts. That's a lot. For God, poor CJ. But you're going to see a lot of that this weekend. They're not going to deal with Mack any more than necessary. I bet you're going to see that ball coming out of that as soon as it snapped nearly, because Nick can do that.
Well, that's the one thing that the 49ers with Nick Mullins, and you look at the Bears and their defense, that's the one thing that could help the Niners with this game is he gets rid of this ball pretty quickly, and the way Kyle's scheming things, they might be able to make some hay against them. We'll see.
Right. Well, hey, Mike, before you go, you got to give me your score, man. What are you thinking here?
Oh, Ronbo, that's a tough one, man.
I know.
Let's see. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna say the 49ers score 24. I'm gonna go 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And I don't like the Bears, man. I think I'm gonna say the Bears goes, let's say 14. We'll give them 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, there you go. 49ers shut them down. The Rams pretty much did last week. They only got 15 points. Of course, they didn't allow the Rams any more than 6. It's gonna be an interesting game. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely, Rombo. Good talking with you, man. Shout out to the Empire. Shout out to the Hit Squad. And Rombo, thanks for doing it again, man. I've been working my tail off, so I haven't been able to be around in a while, but it's good to be back on, man.
All right, Mike, and happy holidays. We got Christmas bearing down on us here, buddy. All right.
That's right. Merry Christmas, Rombo, and Merry Christmas to the Empire, man.
Thanks, Mike. We'll talk.
Right,
hopefully, if you get any time, we'll see you after the game Sunday. All right.
Okay, sounds good, Rombo.
Bye, Mike.
All right, bye.
And it's Niner Empire. He says, get out of here with the tanking stuff. This is the Niner Empire. We play with the heart. Niners all day, every day. Thank you, Niner Empire, for the contribution too, fam. I agree, man. I don't know. Every time people start yelling tank because they want a first-round pick, the number 1 pick, I said, how do you tell the players, guys, if it seems like I'm not really trying to win a game, it's because I want to get that first pick in the draft. Once you do that, you lose that locker room immediately. Players got to be respected. You can't go out and try to lose games. It's just not going to happen. Okay. Maybe I'm looking at Michael Dawsett. Daniel did it. Okay, I thought we just did. Okay. Daniel says the Empire will rise and dominate once again. I'm sorry, Daniel. I was looking at the wrong thing. Thank you, Daniel. And that's so true. Michael Dozat. He's 49ers 23, Bears 20. And San Francisco 28-17 49ers. We could still end up with at least a top 7 pick. Yeah. You know, there's a couple other teams that we could actually catch with the 5th win. I'm not sure. I got to look at that again, but I still think we're in the top 5, actually. Gerardo Mendoza says 17-14. Gerardo, I'm going to assume you mean the 49ers. Food. I almost said food. I always got food in my mind. It's Flood. Flood 49, 24-21, 49ers. 49ers and Rockets Niners winning 24-17. Richie, Beyonder, I'm late, no clue what the hell's going on, but Merry Christmas, fam. Niners! Thanks, Richie. And PB Zone, thanks, fam. It's 27-14, Niners. And Ray Histo, what's up? James Brown, 49ers 50, Bears 3. Now that is a beatdown. You know, to score 50 points, though, the offense would have to be on the field all day. If that were to happen, that would be about like that, too. Debbie Ryan. Hey, Deb. Deb says, I believe Jimmy has an earpiece on, and here's the plays Kyle is sending to Nick. Yeah, that's automatic. I think all your backups do. But Jimmy's probably just listening anyway, since CJ's his backup. But he says he's able to see how it plays out and can visualize how he do the play differently. Yeah, you go, Debbie. That's right. That's right. As they call, what do they call those kind of, what do they call those reps? There's a certain name for reps. You're not actually playing, but just going through the motions. So, you know. And that's what Nick was doing pretty much, too. Oh, man. It's Yamin from Philadelphia. Yamin. Well, you know, they got to be getting fired up in Philly because here comes Nick Foles, right? Nick Foles comes in, and wasn't that, hey, who was that Nick just beat that nobody expect? Was that the Rams? No. Wait a minute. No, Chicago just beat the Rams, right? Nick just beat somebody that you wouldn't have expected him to beat, and beat him up, too. Nick says, my name is Money Nick. I don't play until it's serious. Yeah, I mean, you keep muting yourself. Don't. Yeah, I mean, get control of it. I mean, wait, I hear something trying to happen. Keep trying. You do, yeah, I mean. Anyway, I'm impressed with Nick Foles. I got to tell you, you got to feel bad for Carson Wentz because every time the season ends, Nick takes over. If Nick gets these guys through the playoffs again next year, you know how many teams are going to be called for the Jesus Christ, that's enough. What do you want for Nick? And don't tell me we're not going to trade him. 2 first-round picks. What? No, I'm not going to give you a 3rd-round pick. Yeah, I mean, you're still muting yourself. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna come back. Let's come back to y'all, man. We'll get that worked out. But what would you give? Not the 49ers, because we got Nick Mullins. We got our own Nick. But what would you do if you like the Giants? No, the Giants don't want Nick either. What do you? Let's see. Maybe some team would give it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna come back to you. But don't. I'll unmute you. You don't have to do anything but answer when I call your name. All right? So I'll come back. Anyway, I'm gonna laugh. Let's keep an eye on what happens to Nick Foles. Oh. Yeah, I mean, hang up and call back. Give that a shot. All right? But we've talked about several things that I can't wait to see unfold next year. And I want to see how Jimmy reacts to Nick Mullins. If Nick Mullins wins the next 2 games, Jimmy has to be at least concerned. But that's what I want. I want to see Jimmy come out there his best foot forward. I have a feeling. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that without Tom Brady around, Jimmy's game may have fell off a little bit because he liked beating Tom's ass. But now Nick is hanging around behind him. He may build a fire under him, and we may see the real Jimmy G that we seen last year. Hey, J-Rock!
What's up, Ronbo?
J-Rock, man, it's you. We're looking at everything that's going on right now in San Francisco. It's like watching a good movie. You know what I'm saying? We got guys.
Oh, man, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hey, last season, we drafting players and we getting free agents. We trying to put pieces here and there and there and here and shit. But now we got pieces in the places that we need them in. But now we got depth.
Yes.
And now we got players fighting for them positions. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna get rough next year. Oh,
and even for like Garoppolo, man. I know Garoppolo's our quarterback, and everybody loves Garoppolo, but man, Nick Mullins, he gonna push Garoppolo to be. He gonna step Garoppolo's game up. Watch.
I guarantee it. You know it. That's all Jimmy G needed. Somebody in the house making him crazy, just like Tom Brady was doing. And now, especially Nick's winning the fans over. Jimmy, he ain't gonna say nothing, but he ain't liking it.
Hey, who don't love Nick Mullins right now?
Everybody loves some Nick Mullins. If his jersey's on sale this
we
summer,
love Defoe.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of atmosphere that Shanahan bringing in. You know what I mean? He's like, ain't nobody got a job, a secure job. You got to fight for it.
That's it. And he's going to continue to bring in new bodies all the time. And you know what?
All the time.
If this draft class came in and moved out last year's draft class, and if they're getting this good at this, J-Rock, it's going to be raging hot next summer.
Man.
All right. And it is, yeah. Ooh,
if we healthy, I'm not going to go talk about playoffs and Super Bowl right now, but I'll tell you what, if we healthy, ain't nobody going to want to play us.
Yeah.
From preseason to playoff season, ain't nobody going to want to play us.
And everybody's talking about how far away the 49ers are from the golden level. I don't know. The 49ers, the defense needs maybe a couple of players. Kyle Shanahan will scheme. I don't care what team it is. Kyle will scheme people open all day long. Scoring points is not the 49ers' weakness. So you get that
turnovers
defense crazy?
Is our weakness.
Yeah, we can't get no turnovers.
That's our weakness.
We're about to set a record.
What are we? We a top 10 offense. We in rushing and passing and yards.
I think we may be middle of the pack offensively. I guess
a little better than average.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a little better than average for sure. It's a defense. We're setting a record on not having enough takeaways. We got single digit on the takeaways in the whole season. We got 8 takeaways. We're about to set a record.
Yeah.
If we don't get off them 8 takeaways between the end of the season, we will have set a new record for the NFL for not being able to take the ball away from other teams.
Oh, man. And that's important, too, because we turn the ball over more than anybody, but we don't get the ball back more than anybody,
Yeah, I hate that. And like Robert Saleh said, the ball would sometimes fall, but somehow not to us. It always ended up in other teams' hands. Ball is on the ground.
Yeah.
We didn't get any INTs either, though.
Yeah, but that's, I hate to say it, but that's an excuse why we not getting it,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And you
like
expect at least 4 or 5
like
INTs.
My mama said, yeah, don't make no excuses why you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing because you ain't get it.
Yeah. You got to go get what you want. But you know what? INTs, you figured a team should have at least 4 or 5 in a year, right? That would have put us in the double-digit area right there. We ain't got no INTs, J-Rock.
Well, we ain't got no INTs because we got a young secondary, and our defensive line is just now starting to come together.
Took 12 weeks before they start looking like, about 11 weeks.
If we had one more Defoe, oh, man, we could throw rookies back there, and they're picking off flies. You know what I mean?
Easily. I keep saying that. A lot of people don't understand. They keep thinking, we need a better secondary. No, you need somebody to hurry that quarterback up.
No, we don't need no secondary. It's starting in the trenches, Ronbo. It's starting in the trenches where the work you've done.
Always. You got to make that quarterback run for his life. He's got to be making bad throws. He's got to be scared.
Yeah.
He's got to be doing. He's got to be Russell. If you ain't Russell Wilson, you can't run away. You get your brains beat out back there if you don't get rid of that ball. And if I look downfield and just let that ball go because I'm scared, I'm gonna get picked off. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, and look what Russell Wilson did to a young defense. A young defense. I mean, look at our offensive line. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been building on that.
Mm-hmm. That'll get better. Offensive lines take a little while to mature. I really wish Joshua Garnett could get some snaps this year. Actually, I would figure he's a little more talented than Persons, but Persons is an animal. Persons could be out there with a broke leg, a vertebrae out of place, a broke toe, and he'd still be yoking.
He's a
I
dog.
like Persons for
He's a
toughness.
dog. Garnett, a pretty boy.
I know.
Persons is a dog, you know.
Why he's sitting
You know,
down.
and that's sad because Garnett got the skills, but he ain't no dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty boy.
And that's why he's sitting down,
You know
too.
what I mean? He don't get them free lunches in school. You know, his lunches is paid for. You know, for still, you know, he over there bouncing around talking about you gonna eat that. He a dog.
But Garnett, I really wish we could see him at least a few plays. You know, because it looked like he was coming on last year before he came up with that incredible broke toe that took a month to heal.
Oh, Ronbo broke toe. Back in the days, fools was playing with one leg and one arm, making
tape
half the
that toe up,
salary
man.
they making now.
Hey, get your ass back at toe. Tape it. You
toe.
can tape two
Man,
toes together and don't feel a thing. Come on now.
Yeah, you got 10 of them. You just missing one. You just being lazy now.
Well, like you say, he's being pretty. He lost weight and he thinks he's cool.
Yeah,
J-Rock.
Yeah, that's cute.
We got to get a score from him before we say goodbye. What score you got going on?
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to come at you like Kansas City and the Chargers. I'm going to say 28-29. Final minutes of the game, we go for a 2-point conversion and beat them Bears.
That's more dramatic than a field goal. A 2-point conversion. That Kansas City game was
that's
funny.
Gonna be.
Ooh, there you go, J-Rock. J-Rock, I'm gonna see you Sunday after the game, all right?
All right, let me give some shout outs. You know,
Go ahead.
Roberto, Kenny, Nighthawk, and you know my man me.
He's waiting on you now. All right.
All right, I'm out, Ronbo.
All right,
Peace out.
J-Rock. Happy holiday.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thanks. And I'll see if we've got Yamin. Ooh, I forgot. We got to first go here. All right, big show. Yamin, hold on a minute. Big show. So there's no premier safety coming out of the draft this year. A name to look out for in free agency is HaHa Clinton. Oh, I've heard that name, HaHa Clinton Dix. You can't forget that name because it's funny. HaHa Clinton Dix. He tweeted John to call him. Say what? Are you serious? He tweeted John to call him. Will most likely get a linebacker pass blocking tackle. All right. That sounds legit, actually. Because Joe's only going to play one more year, most likely. So, Yamin! Yamin. We had Yamin. I heard him, too. Yeah, Yamin's, he's having tech problems tonight. Yamin, where you at? We got Clinton Dix coming. And who we should get, who's Yamin's favorite edge rusher? That dude he's always talking about. Dude that's been around the league now for 40 years. He might retire this year. Wouldn't it be funny, though? And also his favorite wide receiver. Everybody knows his favorite wide receiver. We ain't getting him. I'm going to ask him if he's still...
Hey, Ronbo.
There you are. Yamin!
Ronbo, you can hear me?
I can hear you now.
Early. Ronbo, what's good with you? Salute to the Niner Empire. This week, it's a family game because Solomon T versus Trubisky. Like, because you know I'm a North Carolina fan.
Call him Mitchell T. Solomon T versus Mitchell T. The T brothers.
Right. But like, you know what I'm saying? Because they got it in when North Carolina played Stanford, in the bowl.
And he got him last year, y'all mean. He took Trubisky down last year.
I'm a Bulls fan too. So like, this game is a family game.
There you go.
But Ronbo, what's good with you? I seen the interview earlier with Alex. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell MC9 that yes, sir. Hey. And Solomon T, you better get 4 sacks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Solomon T, you better go in. You know what I'm saying?
Or y'all maybe going to be chopping at his neck Monday morning, man. Because come on, Solomon. Get busy.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel. I'm a North Carolina fan. You know what I mean? And dying. But Solomon Thomas, you gotta go for them ankles. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to go with, hit this shit out of Trubisky. I gave you permission.
Give Solomon a little credit, though, because they had to double team him. They was actually holding him last week. When's the last time Solomon was so out of control that flags was being thrown on the defense or the offense were trying to hold him? And nobody ever has to hold Solomon. Twice. Right. He might be moving in that area. At first it starts with holds, and then he starts to get control of that defensive line. Here comes Solomon T. Ha! And then we can say we never gave up on him. Well, some of us did.
Right. Listen, I ain't gonna never give up on Solomon T. Like, he got Dana Stubblefield number. Like, you know what I'm saying? Salute to my elders of the Night Empire. They know what I'm talking about. People in my area, they know what I'm talking about.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
And check out DeMarcus Ware said he's gonna be good. What's his name from the Tampa Bay Bucks was all over talking about how great he was. So they saw something that Solomon just hasn't been able to deliver yet. But he might.
Right.
Maybe starting the end of this year and next year, he may be rolling.
Right.
Ooh. Hey, we remember how we wanted Josh Gordon? Josh,
right.
He did it again. He just can't help himself, man. Josh is done. I think that's good. I think commissioners had it. That's it. All that talent.
And they still can't get my youngin' Colin Kaepernick a job.
Well, see, Josh plays wide receiver. See, they tell you a minute. Well, I see Josh is wide receiver. But I just don't understand is you got that kind of talent. Josh Gordon could be the difference in the playoffs. He could be the difference in the Super Bowl. You can't stay with Josh Gordon. He's an athletic freak. Him and Ruben.
Hey, Ronbo, Josh Gordon
Ruben hanging out right now.
Hey, Ronbo, Josh Gordon got that yell speed.
He does. And he's big and strong. So if you're going downfield with Josh, it's painful. That dude is hitting you in the side, hitting you in the shoulder, you get a shot in the neck. They make it look like an accident. Yeah, but you ever play ball? You know what? To try to stay with that dude is a physical nightmare. And then he jumps up over you and picks it off. Oh, man.
Shoot, like Josh Gordon got that Dante Hall speed. Like, you know what I mean?
And
but nowadays it's Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill, he play wide receiver, running back, coach, all that shit. Tyreek Hill.
In the rounds. Yeah, Tyreek, there's only 2 or 3 guys in the league like that. We got one of them, and then there's Tyreek. Right. And then that dude, what's the guy that came out of college a couple of years ago? We ain't heard nothing from him since. I mean, he just set a new land speed record. Dude is running an inhuman 25 and 30 miles an hour. I mean, you can be driving down the street, and he just run on by you. I look at, hey, you can't come down here through that at that speed. It's a residential neighborhood.
Zoom through the blizzard. That's
What was
crazy.
that kid's name? Chad, help me out. Who was that speeder that came out of college from Washington? I think it was Washington. 2 seasons back.
Hold on, Dante Pettis.
No, we got Pettis. This kid was like blazing fast. I mean, he's running past Marquise and Tyreek. Who was that?
Oh, shit.
And I ain't heard nothing about him since.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But speed kills, and that's what. Wait. What's coach? Maybe coach has got him. Since they were in past 2 weeks picking this up. Are we out of time? Oh man. Oh, John Ross. Here it is. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Remember John Ross?
I mean, that's my young. He played for Cincinnati.
But we've not heard a word from John Ross. Disabled? I mean, is he IR? What?
No, I think he played last week. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they don't know how to use him, man.
AJ Green. I think AJ Green got injured like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, but if I got John Ross and AJ Green in the same lineup, Kyle Shanahan's probably thinking, "You give me that combination, I'll get you some points." So I'm looking. And Yamin, we ran out of time. Yamin, let me see a Sunday. I can get your score, Yamin. What score you got?
All right, my score is 25-31. And Ronbo, I'm gonna do this. For the Night Empire. Ronbo, can I get a shout out? Shout out to Seattle. Salute to Seattle. You see what I'm saying? Or Ronbo Sports. Ronbo, take it away, Ronbo.
Whoa, now that looks special. Niners! Boy, Yamin is dying.
Brought to you by the Seattle Tilapia Fish. I love you, Ronbo. Salute to the Night Empire. Yeah.
He's having a tilapia fish sandwich.
Merry Christmas, too. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Oh, God, man. Enjoy your dinner.
Have a blessed night.
You too, fam.
God.
I'm gonna wish him a happy Christmas because I can't. Dude is killing me, man. He's out there. That sandwich is like it's enough for 3 people. Hey, somebody. Okay, so John Ross got a hurt foot, huh? Ooh, Funkmaster says Niners should trade for Ross. Injury-prone foot problems, and I thought John Ross would have hammy problems like all speedsters do, right? But it's his feet. So yeah, John Ross with the Bengals, and I thought so. David O'Neill, that's right. Josh Gordon is big, strong, and stupid, just like Ruben. Bye-bye. Why those guys, man, you can get all the herb you want in the off season. They probably won't be testing you. So why don't you just go ahead and discipline yourself, play the game during the weekend, get to collect them millions, and then buy your own dope store. In California, since it's legal, you got to get registered. Can you imagine, though, Reuben Foster trying to register in California legislation said, I'd like to be the vendor of marijuana if that's okay. Fill out the application here. Okay. Reuben Foster. Are you serious? Reuben, no. Some of this stuff is good for Saturday Night Live. Reuben Foster and Josh Gordon apply for a license to sell marijuana in San Francisco. Hey, Will. It would be nowhere
Ronbo.
I'm sorry. Well, I just imagine that. Walk into Reuben and Josh's store, go buy some medicinal herb, and ain't nothing, the little glass shelves they have under, ain't no herb in there at all. It's all in the back room. Well, hey, we got the Bears coming up, Will. I'm telling you, man, I believe the 49ers is ready to play.
Man, I think they're ready to play too, man. I mean, see how they played against Seattle, man. The way Seattle put up on them the first game, and you know, making the adjustment that they made, and having the coaches, get them ready to from a mind standpoint about all the the details they were showing them about how they were celebrating and all that stuff. Just trying to get up in their pride. You know what I'm saying? I believe I believe that they got it together, man. I believe the 49ers, man. They got the pedigree to win games, man. I believe they're getting it on both sides of the ball. I mean, they got it a little bit too late, down the road, of the season, but I believe they got it down pat, man. Kyle Shanahan, man, I'm telling you, man, the man is the best play caller in the game, man. We got the right coach. Jay York got it right, man. He got it right. He finally got it right, man. So I mean, all we need to do now, man, just get some free agency players and some good draft picks, man. We'll be good. Like I said, man, that offense. Oh yeah, and health. Yeah, exactly, man. Like I said, man, offensively, man, we good, man. We straight. I mean, we just probably need to get another big name receiver or a good receiver out the draft, and that's it, man. That the old line is playing top notch, man. We loaded with running back. Can't wait for McKinnon and to get back, man, so they can so Kyle can really run that offense that he wants to run because like I said, that's just
so right. Because as impressed as we are right now, we haven't seen nothing yet. Oh man, because that'll be that one more piece to the Kyle Shanahan puzzle. That's all he needs. That one more versatile guy.
Right. I'm telling you, man, because like I said, Kyle, that offense is based off Jerry McKinnon. That's what Shanahan said at the beginning of the season. That offense is made for McKinnon to make good plays, for him to be dynamic and also get other guys open.
That's it, right? That's key right there, Will. If the defense, DC's so worried about what Jerick McKinnon's going to do next, now you got everybody all over the field. And we got some legitimate threats. George and Dante, man. And you keep Keese. Oh, Jerick and all that speed. You got Breda, who's learning how to catch the ball at the backfield. This offense could be one of the most dynamic and, man, oh, man.
I'm telling you. I mean, if you run 21 personnel and you got all them guys out there,
Kyle
man,
lives by
at the same time, I'm telling you, man, the defenses will get scared and they're gonna be confused. They ain't gonna know who's gonna get the ball because there's so much speed out there. Every play that Kyle Shanahan runs, it can go to any player, like any of them. I mean, back in the, when Jim Harbaugh was coaching, Harbaugh had plays for one specific guy. He may have a play for Crabtree. He may have a play for Vernon. You know what I'm saying? But Kyle plays is designed for any player.
And Frank Gore in the beginning. Because if Frank was doing 100-yard games, 49ers was going to win. That's all it was to it. But now it's more complicated than that. And Kyle can hit you from several different directions. Man, I want to see that offense click.
I'm telling you, man, 2019, man, 49ers going to be top 5 offense. It might even be number 1 offense.
I agree. Because that's too much to contain. Especially with Kyle.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. But on the defense side of the ball, man, I believe that they finally brought the dog out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still holding that Marcell Harris flag, man. I'm telling you, Kwasi Tart, they put Tart on IR, so he's out for the rest of the season.
Yep.
If I was them, man, I'll move on. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, he's a good player. He can't stay healthy, man. But Marcell, I seen Marcell make more plays than Tart, and Tart been playing more games than Marcell. Yeah. I mean, I believe Marcell Harris is legit, man. I believe he's a cornerstone. He's a cornerstone. He's another cornerstone to that team. So I expect him to be starting next year. And I'm also down for that Earl Thomas. I mean,
I thought you were
getting
ready to say, look out for DJ Reed.
Oh yeah, DJ Reed. Oh yeah, Quan. Oh, you gone too. Bye bye. So you gonna be gone next year too. DJ Reed got there, man. I mean, them guys are balling, man.
Ain't they?
I mean, they
hungry.
They don't, man. They smart on plays. They smart. They're always at the right spot. They don't miss tackles. I mean, they legit to me, man. They make more plays than Tart in Quan, man. I expect those guys to start next year. All we need is the pass rushers. And I don't give a damn about Bosa. We need to win games. We need to keep this chemistry going into next season. Before the Empire should not believe in tanking. That word should not exist to us.
That is not.
It shouldn't exist.
Yeah, and it still doesn't.
That's not what we do, man. We play to win ball games. I don't care. We got to lose the season. We got to finish out strong so we can carry the momentum in the next season. We don't believe in tanking. So I don't give a damn if we're going to get Bosa. What I would do is get 2 veteran edge rushers, man, one on the left side and one on the right side. Make it work. Give Farad,
I'm gonna get you. Let me get your score though, because we're gonna have to continue this on after the game. What score you got in this game?
I believe that Mud's gonna do well. The offensive line held up against the Seahawks D line, so I expect him to hold up against Khalil Mack and them too. So it's gonna be a close game. It might be like the Seattle game, but I don't think it's gonna go into overtime. I think it's gonna be 28-24 for Niners.
All right. Boy, the faith is back in San Francisco. Love it. Yeah. All right, Will.
Yeah, man.
Tell you what, fam, I'm going to look for you after the game, and hopefully I say, Will, you called it, man. Oh, man. 3 weeks of winning again, like last year at the same time. Ooh-wee. All right, Will.
Yeah.
See you after the game. And happy holiday.
Oh, happy holiday to you too, Ronbo.
Yeah,
appreciate you giving us this platform, to speak our mind and, just get our points across about this team, man, because I believe good things are going to be happening in 2019. The league better get scared.
And we're going to be celebrating together and loving every minute of it, because we're going to finally be able to say, we went through the pain and suffering. We have arrived. Oh, I will.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait till that day gets here. I can see it coming just like you know. All right, Phil.
Man, the only way we can go is up, man. It's the worst thing we got. I don't see us going. I don't see it getting any worse. I think the only way is up right now. So Kyle and John is getting it right, man. They're getting it right.
There you go. All right, Phil. See you Sunday.
All right, man.
All right. Yeah. And, family, that's the good thing about when the day does come, and I believe we're going to have a lot to smile about at some point real soon. We could say we endured, we had suffered, and can nobody accuse us of suddenly jumping on the bandwagon. We was like in sickness and health, for better or worse. Niner, fam. Anyway, Team Money sacked down 18-15. See, it's his fault. Yabba dabba doo. You got to try that sometime. Just start off low. Don't go too high because you end up being stiff. Suffer Bob. Yabba dabba doo. Flintstones, make the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. And Daniel Andre says he's got Chicago 35 and 49ers 21. I know what Daniel's doing, man. Daniel's trying to help out the 49ers coming backwards at him. KD, Bears 24, 49ers DOA. I've never seen it put like that, though. That's cool. We're not traveling to Chicago, so we can't be DOA. Olivia Long says, I'm proud of George Kittle. He made it to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, Olivia. And is George Kittle a fun? Man, George Kittle is hilarious. This dude's personality is off the hook. You see him during the press conference? You guys are killing me here. And I said, George, what is it? I got to hurry up. The WWE match is about to start. George, you're making history here. We want to talk. George wants to see the WWE. Kills me, boy. I bet you George could probably throw a drop kick, too. I'd love to see it. Mark Lacilentos, go Niners. Draft greedier Jonah Williams. 28-21 Bears. DJ Reed is the deal. Can't argue that, boy. And Piff Daddy. That's not an accident. What's wrong? What's going on with the vowel? Piff Daddy? Piff Daddy 420, not to be confused with Puff. 49ers 10 and Bears 17. And David O'Neill says, anyone else glad we didn't get Josh Gordon? We dodged that bullet like the Matrix. You know, I was on board. I thought Josh would finally get control of himself and come in and help us win football games. There it is. Now the Patriots got a problem. Funk Master, Bears 31-17. We need to lose. I don't want to drop. Oh, Funk Master, please, man. When you gonna come around on that, man? You ain't got to lose no games, man. Good players can be found in the second, third round. Look at Fred. We ain't losing no game, man. Not for that reason. I'm an asshole, says Ronbo. Ronbo, what's up? Hey, Josh, come on in, man.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Josh, you know what? I'm just now reading here. I see Clinton Dix. He did drop John Lynch a line. I looked over there. Whoa, he was serious. Dude's got 2,061 likes, 261 retweets. Are you into Clinton?
Yeah, but Marcell Harris is showing out, man. Like,
I know, right?
I mean, if we do get him, that'll be like spoiler riches or whatever you want to call it.
I know.
We might have to.
Yeah, I'm staying with
put
Marcell
as
too.
Trade bait or something.
Yeah, I'm staying with Marcell too. But I thought there was. I said, what? He really did. So players are going to start tweeting GMs. This is interesting. Let's see how far this goes this offseason. See who else Sean gets tweets from. As soon as Jadeveon Clowney, everybody. Oh my God, that's gonna be a record retweet. Okay, hey coach. Yeah, as you see my handle, you got the blue check mark. It's Jadeveon, man. I'm ready to come to San Francisco whenever you get ready. Oh, Josh.
Let's get him. I don't see what the problem is if we don't.
Man.
But Marcell Harris, you got to follow this guy on Instagram. I don't know if you already do.
I do.
It's 49er Edits. He has a video of Marcell. He was originally on a blitz.
Yeah.
And seen the bootleg, and he abandoned the blitz and covered the running back. And he still got the ball, but he tackled him for like a yard.
Thing is, his instincts.
It's that's something you can't really coach. Is instinct. Like, oh my God, how many years has Russell Wilson killed us with the same bootleg?
Boy,
we got a guy
who
acts on instinct. You know.
That is the truth. And Josh, the thing is, what you just mentioned also points to the fact that we've had players that have seen Russell Wilson run that same routine, I'm going to beat the 49ers, and they couldn't do a damn thing about it. Marcell Harris, and like I said, he's in his first few weeks of the season. He's still having preseason for all intents and purposes as far as his body's concerned, and he read and made that play. Boy, it could have been way worse. But he had killed that before it got too far gone. Those are the kind of players we're looking for. You're exactly right.
Our team for winning Sunday. We made all the usual mistakes we do when we lose. A late turnover. We stall on offense. The Seahawks got a gimme call with that roughing the pass on Fred Warner on Wilson. And despite all that, our team still stuck it up together and got a win. And that speaks volumes more than the win itself. It's just, these guys are actually playing for each other now. You know, that's incredible.
Tyler Lockett did not take us out like he always does. You know, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, Cowboy Penn will make sure that didn't happen. You see that hit?
Oh,
the
that
wood
was
on
a
'em.
hit. Bam! I know Tyler heard that bell. You know, you hear the bell when you get hit contact to a boom, and then you hear that. Then you know,
Hey,
as you try
Rumble,
to
real
stand
quick,
up, the
'cause,
legs don't work, and you got to lay back down. You must have felt
real
that.
quick, Rumble. I know you're a busy guy. You got all these people calling here. Just want to make a quick shout out. I promised the Nighthawk fan club I'll shout them out. My boy Rolls Royce, Bash, Beto, Albert, Sheik, Big Show, Muklichi Squad, and before I
Maglici
go, I
squad.
promise I'll sing this before I leave the chat, Rumble. I always sing this in our group chat, so I'm gonna sing it for you one time on Rumble.
All right.
Muklichi, do you love me? Are you got it? Nighthawk fan club, Muklichi Squad, Rumble. Love you, bro. I'm out.
Hey, wait. Give me your score. What's going to be the score in this game? He did check out. I did like the song, though. Hey, there we go. Hey, Gary.
Yo,
Gary. What's up?
Ronbo.
Yo.
Well,
hello?
Man, I wasn't talking just because of my stuff, son.
Wait. It's breaking up.
I told you it was the truth, right?
Wait. Oh, last week's score?
No, I told you my son was the truth, right? I told you that, right?
Wait.
Marcell.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about that last week. Oh, Marcell.
Must stay healthy, or he will run away with your job.
Yes, indeed. Marcell.
Then another thing, I don't want to spill no beans because, we kind of keep things private, but Ha Dixon, he went to the same high school as Marcell Harris. They know each other. They're talking to each other. Yeah.
So Marcell man told him to drop a line to the coach and come on over.
Never. Well, I don't know.
Maybe not all that though, right? Because you know what?
I'm gonna keep it like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it like that.
Yeah. Marcell is gonna get that job.
But I appreciate the love, man. I just called in and say that I appreciate the love, man. But he's gonna have his ups and downs like any other profession. Y'all just stick with it. As long as the good outweigh the bad.
Tell you.
So if he's out there bullshitting, hey, jump on his ass. I jump on his ass.
Gary? I lost you. Gary? Yeah, I remember Gary last year. Gary is a stepdad to Marcell. And, So did he threaten to bring him into the show last week? But anyway. All right, Gary. I got you. And you sit back and listen because Marcell's going to get a lot of love. If he shows out again this week, boy, we never will get through talking about it. All right. And Calvin Farley, 17-7 49ers. And he puts a question mark next to Trubisky's name. Where were we on this? I've seen it. We've seen that score. I've seen that score. Here we are. Horatio Flores says Bears 28, 49ers 17. I mean, this is good because the more of those we get, I think it gives the 49ers, they get energy off of it. And Rodney Harris Jr., 49ers 23, Bears 21. Oh, this is going to be a crazy game because my nerves are going to be shot because Khalil Mack is on the field. Khalil Mack scares the bejesus out of me. The dude is inhuman. That tackle he made last week, they got Mack contained, right? Dude is coming down on Mack, got him backwards to play. Mack is reaching around him. His back is to the guy. Mack is, what? What kind of power does it take to reach behind your back and grab somebody and bring them down? So what? Oh, man, the dude's got demons in him. So The 49ers got to get rid of the ball. Do not. I mean, I suspect McGlinchey's going to do a good enough job on him, but K-Mack is not. He's not human, okay? And that's why the 49ers went all out to get him. They wanted him. They failed, and now Chicago is look what position they're in. They're winning the division, and look, and the Raiders, who refuse to deal with us, then they send Amari Cooper, and look at Dallas. Although Dallas got Dallas got zipped last week. That's what. Hey, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show, I see that tweet, man. I'm laughing, man. And you just heard from Kerry. He just said, Haha and Marcell are from the same school, and they know each other, okay? So Haha is pretty funny. But, yeah.
Yeah. That was actually before he was signed on the Redskins. He tweeted John Lynch to call him. So I think he signed a 1-year deal with the Redskins, I think. And I think he's still available for free agency in 2019. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually went after him and brought him over and worked him out and everything. How all that jazz goes. And
why is Clinton Dix? What is he doing running around looking for a job though? How old is he?
He's 25.
Now, why would a 25-year-old safety be running around? What is the problem?
Because that's what the Packers do. They get rid of their players when they become names, just like the Patriots. That they got rid of. He was getting up there in age anyways, but they got rid of what's his face, Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
they got rid of Haha Clinton Dix. They got rid of. They signed Jimmy Graham. I don't know. It was a weird situation why he got let go at Green Bay. I don't know exactly why, but there was nothing wrong with him. I mean, he was doing fine and everything, but
it was just time to get paid.
Yeah.
You know something, Show, what worries me about that? I think the 49ers are going to adopt that model too, because the most successful teams seem to do it. You look at Green Bay, you look at New England Green Bay before they collapsed, and then you looked at New England. Who else does that? Is there one more team that kind of does that as well? But you build a nucleus of players you're going to let retire with you, and then you plug other players in around them. Show, I know that you're going to enjoy that because I know how you like to wheel and deal players.
Yeah. But anyways, when I contributed to your show earlier, I had mentioned him in free agency, and also there are a couple of safeties that are good but not worthy of picking where we are if we stand where we are right now in the draft. And that's why I had mentioned that I think we're going to be either getting Foster's replacement or a pass blocking tackle, and the two tackles that are worthy of a top 10 pick are Greg Little out of Ole Miss, and Jonah Williams out of Alabama. Yeah, they're both very athletic tackles, 300 pounds, and they're the best pass blocking tackle.
Kyle already sees them too.
Pass blocking, yeah.
Yeah, because
they're the best pass blocking tackles in the league right now. And Joe Staley is getting up there, and
Staley's leaving.
Age is showing clearly.
Well, he already pretty much said this is next year's last year.
Yeah, and he's giving up multiple sacks this year. Especially in the last game against Seattle. What's his name? Fred Clark?
Frank Clark?
Rusher. Frank Clark. Yeah, there you go. He's gone past Staley a couple of times and sacked Mullins. So it's time. We need to look for Joe Staley's replacement. Yeah, I think so. He got one sack out of Mullins, and he blew right past Joe Staley. So
yeah, I think he did get one. I do remember now. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Because I think Joe, you're right. He's 36 now.
Yeah, 36, somewhere around there.
The thing is about offensive linemen, they can play that age and not really be a problem. Joe maybe just
Joe's been
lost a little motivation. Yeah, and then there's that too.
Yeah. So. But anyways, I had actually just read an article, one more last point. I had read an article that Matt Maiocco posted. He interviewed Kyle Shanahan, and he said he envisions better depth for the 49ers going forward in 2019.
Please.
And he says that guys at the end of the year usually show up and you have tape on them to see if they're worthy or not of keeping on our squad this year, and the ones that didn't show any improvement or have shown lack of wanting to be here, then do not be surprised if they're not on our squad next year. And that includes some guys that people like on here. So don't be surprised to see any dramatic changes or any upgraded depth on offense that we desperately need. Because I keep hearing guys on here calling in who do nothing but call in and talk about the defense, about how weak we are, but we are also weak on offense. We only have pretty much one playmaker on our offense this year, and that's George Kittle. He's all of our, and Robbie Gould. That's pretty much all of our offense.
You really don't think Dante Pettis, who's pretty much set a new record for rookies, is good?
He is up and coming. He's still a little too raw, right?
His rookie year, he's coming in better than Jerry Rice, better than also T.O. But Dante Pettis gets one more touchdown. He will be the greatest rookie in 49er history.
He needs help. That's all I'm going to say.
But I'm just telling you, don't tell me about one playmaker is all I'm saying. Dante Pettis is the definition of playmaker. Definition of playmaker. Above Kittle, potentially. You're saying that, Joe, because you want to get another player. But don't shortchange the guys we got. Because Dante Pettis is legit.
No, he is legit. He's just still a little too raw. He needs a little more marinating.
He's a rookie. Yeah.
But there's no way we keep Trent Taylor next year, or Garcon is obviously gone.
Yeah.
I don't see us keeping Trent Taylor because he hasn't been productive for us the last year.
I don't know where he went.
He kind of fell off the face of the earth, honestly. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
So that's two receivers gone. We need 6. So don't be surprised.
Kyle said something about needing 3. He'd like to bring 3 more in. So, but there's not that many draft picks, so you're gonna have to get him somewhere else, though. But anyway, Joe, listen, you're gonna have to give me a score too.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears rested some of their starters because there's only 2 weeks left, and they clinched
that division,
and also they won their division, and they are in the playoffs. So
home field advantage.
If Khalil Mack was I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get home field advantage because they got one more loss than the Saints. So, so I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they either rested Khalil Mack or what do you call it? Alternate or have him come in someplace and then have him rest someplace. You know what I mean? Like rotating him.
And let Aaron Lynch. Let Aaron Lynch get his hands on us since he circled us on his calendar. You know what's funny about Aaron? He got hurt, I think, last week. I saw him walk off the field. I don't know how serious it is. He hasn't been working out this week. So Aaron Lynch could be, if what you're saying is possible, Aaron Lynch could be the guy next weekend. I've been wanting to get back at this team for a year. Let's go. Come on, Aaron.
And Mr. Trubisky is straight trash, Ronbo. I don't understand why people think they're going to get by us. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either Rich or we get our first turnover here. He's been actually performing below average. PFF has been performing below average, and he's just straight garbage.
He's getting away. The defense
we dodged a bullet there when we were thinking about getting him. But
so what's your score then?
Score is 27-14 49ers.
Ooh, not only beat them, but beat them up, according to the show. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
Quarterback controversy.
There you
go.
Does
beat the Bears.
It's going to be divine. That's true. Nick Mullins does that. There's going to be something said. All right. All right, Joe. We'll see you after the game Sunday then.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to
Bashar,
fan club.
And Bashar says, Bashar believes you have it. Are you having, is your throat okay? Bashar is concerned.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, he suggests hot chocolate. Bashar is just messing with you, I can tell. All right.
He's just messing with me. I know him.
Get him
all right, you guys have a good night.
You too. Happy holiday.
Right, shout out to everyone. All right. Shout out, Bashar.
All right. And Eric Sanchez. And hey, Eric, the Bears want revenge because of the draft last year. Go Niners. They should be happy. They picked up Mitchell Trubisky. As the Big Show just pointed out, Mitchell Trubisky is, well, I don't know. Show thinks he's trash. I don't know if he's trash, but he doesn't. Mitchell does a lot of running, and every now and then he comes off a good pass. You don't get a very confident feeling with Mitchell yet. He's a year away. He may get better. You can see he does have upside and potential, but right now we're not really seeing it. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm glad we didn't pick him up because we'd be pissed off. I just know it. Tony Montana says Ronbo Marcell strong safety and HaHa free safety. Hey, can HaHa play the FS? Yeah. There's going to be a competition at the free safety next year anyway. You can see right now. I don't know if Jimmy Ward's coming back, but, you got three guys. Man, I can't imagine. Although there's going to be a weird competition going on because you're not going to put DJ Reed over the top safety when you can put him in the slot because that seems to be where he's best suited. He's a cornerback. He's not a safety guy. And Tarvarius Moore keeps taking them shots at people like he likes to. I might think, Tarvarius, let's end this experiment with cornerback. We picked up another cornerback in the draft. Let's put you back into safety again, and so you can use some of that blinding speed because your coverage ability is going to be even better. We'll see. There's a lot of guys that I like playing that free safety. And so, if Earl Thomas comes into camp, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm saying, what? Oh, man. And if Earl comes into camp, he already won. The competition's over. Right? Hey, Nighthawk.
What's up, Rambo?
Nighthawk, you, man. I like the wear, man. You're looking good, bro.
Thanks, man.
Well, Nighthawk, we talk about Chicago and Jimmy G's giving out $220 Jordans to every player on the team. And we got Kwaski T is not going to be back next year. And we're looking at Marcell Harris getting better and better each week. Nighthawk, what's on your mind, man? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about beating Chicago.
All right. It's going to be rough. It's like San Francisco was just pointing out a minute ago. I'm laughing because Khalil Mack is tackling people with his back. Khalil Mack is crazy, man. Damn. Jesus. See what happened to that dude, man. If we can block him in any kind of way. You might have to just have a baseball bat. I mean, McGlinchey just need to swing and hit him with a bat. That's the only way you're going to stop him. But McGlinchey might be able to deal with him, Nighthawk. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we can. If we can beat Seattle, we can do that. We can beat Chicago.
Man. Hey, also, Nighthawk, what do you think about, moving Kwaski to free safety and moving Colbert back to cornerback? Hey, that's Salvador Barisi's idea. Because Colbert, because I do like Colbert for his viciousness. You know what? I like mean football players that every now and then get into fights. Those are your best players. Colbert is like that.
Yeah, he's good.
And Kwaski T is really athletic. So, man, I don't know what to do, man. I tell you. We got a huge group of safeties.
I mean, they're both good.
Yeah. But I like Marcell.
I struggle to make the Pro Bowl. Not half the team make it. Not everybody make it.
I know, right? I'm still surprised about the Pro Bowl. I don't know. Richard Sherman didn't make it. DeForest Buckner goes in as a backup or an alternate. I mean, Gould never misses. I understand they don't have that many kickers, but, man, when they going to let Robbie Gould go to the Pro Bowl? Who else?
I don't know. They got another kicker. I think it's not from 49ers. Somebody.
You got who? Yeah, probably Zerline from the Rams. I didn't really pay that no mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought we'd have at least 4 or 5 guys.
Wilson again.
Well, hey, Wilson didn't make the Pro Bowl, right? Wilson's having his best year forever. And then you know what that goes to show you, though, Nighthawk? You know how the bandwagon in Seattle stopped voting. So as soon as they stopped voting, all of a sudden ain't no Seahawks on the team. There's a couple, I think. I think they're linemen. I'm not sure. But there's a couple of Seahawks, and that ain't no better than us. And we have won how many games this year?
Yeah, but you got some fake ass Seattle fans.
Boy, they are the worst. They say the Cardinals got the worst bandwagon in the NFL, though.
No, but Seattle do.
I thought so. I don't know how they go about counting and coming up with these conclusions either.
I think Seattle because everybody's jumping on Seattle shit.
Yeah. And some of them were Raider fans, too. We found out about that on Instagram. We launched, about 4 or 5 of us launched a collaborating investigation. And we started naming dudes and noticing things and going back into the post and seeing, yeah, we knew you used to be an Oakland Raider fan. All of a sudden, now you're a Seahawks fan.
I saw somebody before. I saw somebody on YouTube. They had a San Francisco team up there. The next time I saw them, they had Oakland.
Last year, right? Or the year before last, when the Raiders was threatening to go to the Super Bowl. Raiders busted out. Then they have 12 or 13-3 that year. Nobody could do nothing with the Raiders. But the Raiders didn't have no schedule that year. They played some of the weakest teams in the NFL. And then all of a sudden they're in the playoffs and oh, man. And they killed Carr, and that was the end of that. Ain't been back since. And John Gruden, you know about Nathan Peterman? Nathan Peterman's the sorriest quarterback to ever walk into an NFL locker room, right? John Gruden says, bring him to Oakland. We'll work with him.
Like I said, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing. I don't care about the number 1 pick because it doesn't look good for us because if you lose, take the game, I can't take the game. I got to play.
Yeah, that's where the 49ers feel, too. I'm certainly glad, too, because, man, fans don't want to sit there and watch the 49ers tanking. And what if they tank and what's the name ain't no good?
If they tank, they're not going long.
Yeah.
If they keep on tanking, they're not going to play good.
No, it becomes the way. If you learn to be a loser, you'll be a loser. And here's the thing. What if Nick Bosa comes in and immediately gets hurt, because this seems to be a thing with the Bosas, plays 1 or 2 games, and he's out for like 8 to 10 games after. See, that's there's no reason to be losing games for a player. That's why it's always a risk, especially out of the draft. So.
Yeah, because you can find somebody in number 4 or 5th or 6th pick.
And we've done it before.
Yeah, but sometimes number 1 it's not good that much.
It doesn't deliver just because it's number 1. Hey, Nighthawk, you know what? But what is going to be your score on this before we go?
Okay, I'm going to say 49ers 27, Chicago 14.
We've heard that score already. We got 2 people that score, don't we? 27-14. Big Show just said that, too. Look at you. You and Big Show riding in the same car.
Yep.
All right, Nighthawk. I'm going to give you a shout out. I know. For the Nighthawk.
Nighthawk is out.
Love you, man. Happy holiday, Nighthawk. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Okay.
And it's... Wait. Katie says you can't blame them. Their parents forced them to be Raider fans. Got rid of maybe the most premier pass rusher in the league. You know what's really funny about Amari Cooper? Did you notice how Amari Cooper, as soon as he got to cross the Texas state line, whoa, my hands are back. How many times did we watch Amari Cooper drop the ball in Oakland? I used to love to watch Amari just fumbling the ball. Every time he threw the ball to him, he just can't hold on to the ball. Got to Texas, maybe some water or something. All of a sudden, he's just catching everything. Touchdown after touchdown. That just goes to show you how some players, you know what? Other players are going to adopt that model of getting out, too. Watch other players all of a sudden, I can't play. I can't run. Look for Marshawn Lynch to start looking for a way out of Oakland soon, too. Tyler Ledbetter says 26-20, Niners. And Debbie Ryan says Niners 28, Bears 23. Giovanni Diodati Mario. Niners 33 and Bears 21. Vader! It's time. It's Vader. Time.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Vader, man. We're just looking at, we're looking in the future, and we're lucky because we're being entertained in these last couple of weeks instead of looking like crap going right into the last game. We're looking like a team that's coming up, and the forward momentum is back again, as it died from the beginning of the beginning of the season until about the 8th game. But we're looking better now, and it's exciting.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It is exciting, you know what I mean? But the thing is, we had this little enjoyment last year, and we figured it would roll into the new season, but it didn't.
Yeah. But, Vader, I got to tell you, even if we got to stay healthy, this is the thing. We got a great team, and we had a good team, and you can't have all your guys on the IR watching the game, eating popcorn, making jokes, and say, "Hey, Coach, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom." Yeah, go ahead. Doesn't matter. We're already losing 37-2. You know, I don't need that.
No, but you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we can stay healthy. We can go in there with the squad we want. But you know what? It's kind of, you know what? I'm starting to like third stringers, bro.
Oh.
I mean, they look pretty good out there on the field. They're third
Hungry.
stringers. Yeah, so it's like, man, do I really want to put the starters in? I mean, we got something going on here. We got some good chemistry happening here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, but again, you know, I tried calling in on Sunday and got hung up on. So, I wanted if it was late. Yeah, it's probably late. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what's that kid, that corner we got, Moore?
Oh, Tarvarius? Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Tarvarius Moore. Wow.
Tarvarius Moore. Yeah.
Man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And then your boy, of course, Harris. Woo, man, he was dangerous. My God, he was freaking dangerous, man.
I don't think you've seen anything yet from Marcell. Wait till that last game against the Rams. He will have enough weeks because Marcell just started with us a few weeks ago. Let's see what Marcell looks like when he's really feeling it, you know, because I think Marcell is just out there being Marcell right now. Wait till he gets it, man.
Wait till it gets, yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, you know, those two players, woo, they grew. And then Richie James, man. I can't say enough about that. I'm so glad he was able to run that back the way he did. Woo! I mean, it was like, man, we were all itchy because you know he was doing that in college.
Yeah,
so that was like second nature for him.
Yeah.
He was doing that shit in college already, so it was like, you know, he was itching to just do one, man. And I'm glad he got it, man.
And Vader, remember that last step he stumbled? I thought, oh, Richie, get your feet. Come on, Richie, get your feet back up. Man, Richie would not be denied because them Seahawks was coming, Vader. Them Seahawks was rolling down the field, boy. They was getting ready to steamroll my boy. And Richie got his feet back together. Zoom.
Yeah. He did a Yao Ming.
Did they?
Yeah, he was just going.
Woo.
But yeah, you know, so I kind of wanted to give him a little shout out to them, man.
Yes.
Wow.
We love you, Richie.
Get an opportunity. Oh yeah. Very, very good. But something that was kind of hurting me these last couple of days, and no Ronbo show.
Yeah,
kind of vent my situation. You know, let's think about Nick, man. You know, you think we're gonna be able to keep Nick?
Oh no, we're lucky, Vader, because if Jimmy comes in and looks like Jimmy, we have two solid guys to run the defense. We got blessed because this season is ruined, but at the same time, there's been dividends and benefits because if Nick Mullins is going to look like that, we've got a legitimate backup. Ooh,
we got to pay him. We got to pay him. We got to keep him. I hope we do because imagine what his career is going to be like just learning Kyle Shanahan's offense. You know what prime opportunity he has? So hopefully, you know, somebody doesn't go over there and try to throw the kitchen sink at us to pick him up because I would really like to see him progress in San Francisco.
I know,
not like the way Joe Montana and Steve Young, you know,
Okay,
end of the career was going down.
What team
They
needs
were
a
arguing
quarterback?
at the end,
but what team do you think needs a quarterback really bad, though, other than the Giants?
Oh, Tampa Bay, I know, is looking for one.
Tampa Bay?
And
you think so?
Yeah, Tampa Bay, man.
Are you serious?
Oh, hell yes. Yeah.
Are they going to give up?
Yeah. And then you
on
got
Mrs. Winston's baby boy? You got the Jaguars.
Well, he's not playing next week, is he? I thought he got hurt again.
Did he?
Yeah. So,
well,
yeah.
I mean, this is so sad.
The Jaguars?
The Jags?
Jaguars,
Oh, yeah, Jags definitely need to make a phone call. Who else?
And then New York Giants, but I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to say, we're going to keep Eli, or should we bring this kid in right now? Kind of trade him? There's that.
Because they're not trading him. Eli's not coming to San Francisco, so I don't know what they're going to do. But you know what? Eli could end up with the Jags because what's his name's over there? McLaughlin, right?
Right.
So,
yes.
Yeah, I can see that happening this year. Eli spends his
last
two
I don't
seasons.
want that. But I don't want that to happen. I want to keep him in San Francisco, man.
No, he's not going anywhere. I think people need to get over Nick leaving town. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch like having a solid backup in there because something could go wrong at any minute. And you don't want to have to trash your own season because you got no quarterback. So I'm sure Nick Mullins rides out that entire rookie contract. And at the end of the contract, then the 49ers have to make a decision, of course. And Nick will be well seasoned. Oh, man, teams will give up a first-round or second-round pick now.
So you think we'll stick what? Jimmy G's what? He's turning 30, right? This coming up year?
No, Jimmy's 20. He's 27. 26, 27?
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was older.
Yeah, Jimmy just finished his rookie contract with the Patriots. He was 24, 25.
Okay.
So the most he's going to be coming up.
Years on him.
Yeah, he may be coming up on 28 at the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jimmy's got 4 more solid years easily. Maybe more.
Right.
More.
Oh, most definite. Most definite, dude. Yeah, it'll be at least 4 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Because quarterbacks go into 34, 35. So you figure Jimmy's actually got Jimmy may have about 8 to 10 years, actually. So we'll see. As long as he doesn't get injured too much.
He don't get if Richburg don't get the stick out of his ass, man. He got Mullins clobbered a couple of times.
I don't know what's going on with Weston, man. He's got to get better.
I was about to pick up the phone and call Yao Ming and say, "You got to drop another note for me, man. We got to, call Miami back and tell them maybe we want our center back."
Remember though, what was our center's name that left and went to Miami?
I can't remember his name.
I know, right? We get over our people fast, don't we?
We have to, man, because either they're quitting or they're getting arrested or they're going to another team.
We're throwing him out. Ben, I gotta go. Let's get your score.
Okay. Oh yeah, today's score. Gosh, Chicago, Vic Fangio coming to town.
Oh,
left on a sore note because he really wants to be in Frisco.
Vader's
I'm gonna have to go. I got 21 Niners. I'm gonna have to say it, but 27 Chicago, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. People have been doing that for the last couple of games, and I think it's starting to help things.
But I ride and die with my red and gold, baby.
There you go, man. Because Khalil Mack is for real, man. He's such a dangerous man. I'm telling you right now.
Hell yeah. And then with
Daniel Kilgore,
come on, man.
Vader. Daniel Kilgore is who we're trying to think of. Thanks, Mark Carter.
That was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe we can bring him in just for this game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and Jimmy liked him too. But anyway.
Yeah.
I think he got hurt already.
Maybe he's got better chemistry.
Yeah, he got hurt, I think.
Yeah, he's probably got better chemistry. Yeah.
Maybe. But we'll see. Because Richburg's actually more skilled, but he got hurt.
Correct.
Some guys,
he's a more seasoned player. He's a way more seasoned player.
And I think he has a knee thing going on too. So, all right, Vader. I'll look for the hear from you Sunday.
Hey, a quick. I got to give my shout out to TNT, Trey.
Go right ahead.
Yao Ming, of course, and everybody else in the Niner Empire. Let it go and let it go. Radio Ronbo Sports. Hit that like, guys. Hit the like.
Hey, yeah.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Vader. Happy holidays, fam. Oh, man. And let's go to New York City. 631 Selden, New York. Who is that?
That's me, Ronbo. It's Mark Lasalento. I'm always.
Hey, Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hey, How you doing, brother? I just want to say thank you from all the Niner Empire. Thank you for what you do. You give us all the great information, and unfortunately, I really think that the Bears might have it this time. They might beat us 28-21 in a close game.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, the Niners are going to fight hard.
That's not an embarrassment.
Those are going to fight hard.
Yeah. That's especially with them being as tough as they are defensively. So yeah, all right.
Yeah, and you can see they're all hungry and they're all trying. That Seattle game proved a lot to the Empire, didn't it?
Oh yeah. You know, the 49ers are becoming a fighting, scrappy group. I mean, Nick Mullins is like the quintessential blue-collar guy. He hasn't got all the gifts that Jimmy G has or something like that, but he comes out there and he just works. He works. And Mark, they knock Jimmy for a loop at least 4 or 5 times. They hit him hard. He gets right up, dusts himself up. You guys got to come with something better than that. I'm still here. You know?
Yeah. I was glad that you... I'm glad that you actually let me get on your show. You know, I appreciate you. I just wanted to talk a little bit of draft. And,
all right.
You know, how I believe that, you know, we don't know who we're going to truly pick because obviously the season's not over yet. You never know. We might sneak in and get a couple of wins. Yeah. I've been petitioning on your show multiple times, you know, for Greedy Williams because he's a perfect system fit because Akello only finally turned his head to look at the ball. He's been getting burnt a lot, and he's been targeted. I've been worried about that. It's not like the guy doesn't have the talent, but I just think he's been getting, you know, burnt, and a lot of guys, you know, don't like it. It's hard to play in the National Football League. Everybody's fast and strong. You know that.
Yeah, you got super freaks running wide receiver routes, and that's scary. It ain't like college.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but another guy I always said, and I said it in one of your shows is Jonah Williams. I think to me he's Eric Fisher, and the reason why I wish we would draft him is because what we can do with him is, you know, Staley's already coming back for the following season.
He's move him into guard for one
season. Yeah. Just move him into guard for one season so he can learn the offense. And then when Staley retires, we'll move him over to left tackle, and we'll have some of the best young set of tackles for at least 5 to 7 to 10 years. Young.
Well, you think he's better than McGlinchey? Because I'm thinking McGlinchey should.
Here's the thing. I think McGlinchey is a great run blocker, but you know he's not as strong as pass blocking. Whereas Jonah Williams has a little better feet, and his initial punch, the drive to the guy, is better. Right. That's why he would be better suited for left tackle.
Right.
So, but the point is if we draft Jonah, right, we move him inside just for one season, he learns Kyle's system perfectly. When Staley retires, he moves over to left tackle. We have 2 bookend tackles to protect Jimmy G, because without Jimmy G, we don't win. We're not going to win any serious games. He's the franchise. You got to protect the $100 million porn star lover. I'm sorry.
Nobody's ever going to give him a break on that. But, you know, yeah, you're right. You could run around the right side because
Dallas did it. Dallas did it with Larry Allen.
Yeah.
Remember the great Larry Allen? He was a right tackle. When Eric Williams came back in, they moved him over to right guard, and he became an All-Pro.
See that?
So why can't we do it with someone else and help our struggling pass offense?
No, yeah, and that happens. You know, the thing is, though, with Kyle Shanahan's system, they get that ball out so quick. The guy doesn't have to be extremely solid at pass rushing. He needs to be more efficient at run blocking because that's where Kyle's game is predicated from, right?
He runs that zone blocking scheme like his dad. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to be able to get out in space. You got to be athletic. You got to get out there and set up that maze so the running backs can hit those holes and get out of here. So although I do want somebody that's going to protect Jimmy, you know, I like the guy.
Yeah, because.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, I like the Weston Richburg attitude. Weston Richburg will actually get thrown out of a game to protect Jimmy or any quarterback because he's got an attitude.
He's a mean, nasty guy.
Yeah. I like him for that reason, you know. It's like Joe Staley says, Weston Richburg's pretty much an asshole. And I said, good.
Yeah, but
I didn't know what Joe meant by that.
Sometimes you need those type of guys so you win. You know, you always need somebody who's a fire starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say that, thanks again. I want to give a shout out, to all the Empire. We're all family here. Shout out to my brother Lee and Somi and all the rest of the guys. And just go Niners and let's fight hard. Win, lose, or draw, we fight hard to the end. And another guy that you could look for is Jameel Dean out of Auburn. I want him to be our second round pick. Because he's a big physical corner, and we don't know how long Sherman's going to be. We're going to need to replace that. You always have to draft to replace future and depending needs. You draft it early, so when they happen, you don't
give them time to develop.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And Mark, you got to give us a score before you leave, though. What do you got for this game?
Oh yeah, I actually did already, but I'll say it again.
I'm sorry.
I
used to get at the end. I'd forgotten. Yeah. I got you. You said 28-21.
No problem, sir. Yeah. I think it's 28-21 Bears, right. But promise you guys, the Niners will fight hard. We will fight hard. We're going to tackle hard, and we're not going to give up to the end.
There you go. All right, fam.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Thank you so much for having me here.
It's no problem. It's my pleasure. Happy holidays, Mark. Talk to you later.
You too, sir. Thank you. Go Niners.
Oh, man. And Evan Brown, Merry Christmas to you, Evan. Michael Pinegar says, sorry all, but I have a feeling the Bears are coming in with a purpose. If they play the starters, it's going to be 45. Michael, they haven't scored that many points in one game. Have the Bears scored 40 any points this year at one time? I hate to tell you, if they win, they might win. But they ain't scored no 45 points. Not against this defense. Not now. At what point in the season could they have scored 45 points on 49? The Bears are not the Rams, and they sure as hell ain't the Kansas City Chiefs. So, yeah, you go ahead at 4-5-21. That, I assure you, is not going to happen. Hey, let's go to Mike, the Hitman Hard. Mike, I haven't talked to you in a long time.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Mike. We're just sitting here doing it's the unfortunate routine of looking at what happened, and here we are in week 16, and things look good, and we hope they'll look better and they stay better if we could just stay healthy. And I still think that's the number one enemy against the 49ers, is we got guys sitting down, guys that could be contributing to wins. But anyway, what are you thinking?
I think I had to come back out of my hiatus, man, because of the Niners and Tampa Bay results didn't go the way I wanted.
Oh, I felt so bad for you that day, man. Mike came all the way over there, him and the whole entourage, and they got embarrassed by the Bucs. Because, the Niners can't play after the break.
We won outside the stadium, though, Ronbo.
What?
We won outside in the parking lot, so it's okay.
Cool.
Yeah. We got the parking lot tailgate battle. We won that. We blocked them off their street. But
right.
It's all good. We'll be back there next year.
Good.
We'll be back there next year.
Right.
I want to say, Ronbo, real quick, man. Shout out to the High Foundation. Shout out to all you do, Ronbo.
Thanks.
I'm amazed at your patience, Ronbo. I think you are like the Zen master. Because I say that because a lot of our fans, man. I even though I haven't called in a couple weeks, man, I be listening, man. I'm gonna hit him with Deshaun. I be listening, bro. And
I forgot it is show.
I'm like, I check in, man, and I'm just sitting here in amazement at how many fans are saying they're glad we didn't get that guy with the Patriots. And when that time was when that time was occurring back then, a lot of these same fans, they know who they are. It's too many to call out, man, and I'm not finna do no install, man. I'm just going to acknowledge the fact that I find it ironic a lot of these fans wanted to jump at that dude when me and a few other people have told them. And if they're not aware, they're aware, because we told them, you can play the tape. We told them dude ain't played in 3 seasons, and this is not because he was hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Josh cannot behave. He just can't do it. Oh.
Listen, Ronbo, he's off right now, right, for the similar stuff that he's been off for. And we had fans on this show who called in, was pissed that we didn't get him.
I know.
And I'm like, why would you want them? And then some of them went as far as saying they don't want Reuben Foster on the team because he's not available, but they want this guy.
You see what I'm saying? This is the kind of craziness that's been going on this season. I get we're losing.
Yeah.
I get we're not having the results that we wanted this year because last year we finished strong. But people gotta sit back and really analyze what's going on and stop being emotional. That's just how I feel. A lot of people are emotional because we're losing and they're making ridiculous comments.
Statements,
man. It's okay to have an opinion, but good Lord, bro.
Don't be
like,
shouting crazy, insane stuff out. You know, people already
I'm
people are
telling you,
getting
bro.
rid of Jimmy G, Mike. They're getting rid of G.
Man.
The prematurely getting rid of players. I said, yeah. I think we need to pump the brakes on getting rid of folks. We need to wait a minute, don't we?
Man, what people need to do is just really analyze the game for what it is. Because here's the reality, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I remember people said this to me when I called. They like, "Oh man, he's crazy. He don't want to win." At the end of the day, all these players that they threw out there, some of them ain't available. Some of them ain't even playing this year. And the ones that did get signed and having the impact, they made the team like the Bears. Not gonna say his name either, but that guy.
Yeah.
Make their team 1 or 2 wins better in the playoffs. What could he do? Is he going to win the Super Bowl?
That's a good question.
You pay all that money and you still ain't got no ring. Good
Mm.
job for you. You want to be a playoff team and get out first? Go right on ahead. We had callers saying they want to be like the Rams early in the season because they did a quick turnaround. Now then they want to be like the Bears. Then they want to be like the Saints. Now who's next?
Mm-hmm.
That's emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
We got a process we're building. I don't care what nobody say. You can call me out. You can say what you want. But I'm going to be here to remind you like I'm doing now this time next year when all these people that was like, we don't like Pettis in the second round.
Oh.
They didn't even know who he was. Yeah, let's not forget that because that's what was going on.
Man.
That's what was
And
going
I don't know,
on, man.
and Mike, do you notice that there is this thing about the grass is greener on this? No matter what we're doing, some folks just really believe that it's better over there. I said, you know what? I don't know why. It's like I had to tell Big Show, he has 2 playmakers. I said, Big Show, you left Dante Pettis out. And he's
man,
wrong.
Look, Big Show, bless his heart, man. I like Big Show. I'm not.
No, I love Big Show, but I like to argue with him too.
But Big Show is one of the guys that was wanting big time receiver. Didn't want Reuben Foster on the team. But, you know, he wanted a player that has not played in 3 seasons. Again, makes no sense. But well, everybody has their own view. I'm just saying we are going in a direction. We're going to be okay. Big shout out to Big Show. I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
But a lot of these callers have said some strange, unique things, man. And I'm just on here. Hopefully the iron wrinkles out. And when they come at people like me, Ronbo, because there's a few people like myself who understand the process, who understand the big picture. You know, when things start to come to fruition, we start getting better. A lot of these same people gonna say, "Oh man, I love McGlinchey. I love Pettis. I love," you know, you're gonna start hearing that.
Yeah.
And we gonna get the tape, and we're gonna remember. We're gonna play it back for a lot of them because they know who they are.
Yeah.
They know who they are.
And those of us who loved him from the gate, all right, we get props on that because McGlinchey's going to be a bad dude. And Dante Pettis, I don't know, Pettis is, I still think there is one thing I do agree on. Pettis is still being polite. He's saying, I'm a rookie, I'm doing well, but I'm still feeling my way around it. Next year, nobody's going to be able to do anything with Pettis. There's no cornerback in the league that can cover that boy. He doesn't move like a normal human being, Mike. I'm telling you, Pettis is strange, but it works as a wide receiver. I wouldn't guard him.
Man, Ronbo Pettis is being hurt some this season, and he's made strides every week that he's played when he's been healthy. Let's not forget the very first game we played, he scored our touchdown.
Yep. He was the only one we could work with, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he's a rookie. He's going to be fine. Like I'm not expecting him to come out here and be Julio Jones in his rookie year. That's insane. Like, let the man grow and blossom. He'll be fine. But, you know, I'm not going to look forward ahead to these drafts. I'm going to celebrate. That Seattle victory made up for that Tampa Bay loss. So, I'm okay, man. Kicking the Raiders' ass was good, too.
That's those golden moments we've had this year, Mike, that make up for everything that's went wrong this season. Beating the Raiders. Mike, do you know how peaceful it's been on all my social media? I can check in now, and I don't have to come in and start fighting because the Raiders are standing there with left comments while I was asleep. You know, I just think, oh, man, you know, this is a wonderful world all of a sudden. You beat the Raiders and shut them up. The Hawks fans were never really vicious, but they was there on occasion. Now they're not. You can't get on. I got Hawks fans in the chat today though, and a couple of them are kind of cool. So it's funny.
Well, Ronbo, keep in mind, Hawks didn't have fans prior to Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. You know, they can say they was fans all they want, but we all know majority of these people were not fans. When they pull up old clips talking about they was loving their running back when they went to the Super Bowl. Hey, anybody can say anything, man.
Mm-hmm.
We know fans. You know what I'm saying? When you can't name the coach prior to Pete Carroll, you're not a fan.
No, nomadic fans.
You can't name
ain't got no home. Exactly. Mike, let me get your score though, Mike. Now what's going to happen here this weekend?
Man, you know I'm going to say something off the chain, man. My score, 49 because it's in our name. Chicago 0, damn it. That's how I feel. They better.
You know what I like about Mike? Mike is as pure a 49er fan as going to get. He's not going to give the Bears any points. I love it. He'll give us 49.
Yeah, right. It's in our name. That's what we're going to get, damn it.
Mike, I tell you what, I hope we do too. And I'm going to look for you Sunday if you get some time, okay?
All right, Ronbo, man. Go Niners, man. Niners family, man. Just be patient, man. Trust the process. We all right, bro. We all right. Chill out, man.
That's right. You got to relax.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. Happy holiday and Merry Christmas if I don't see you. All right?
All right, you too, man.
Thanks,
Santa
Mike.
Claus sucks. Go Niners.
There you go. Oh, man. It really is. Then we get back to normal. We got a little while ago, but we'll be back to normal soon. So, meantime, fam, please hit that like, and I'll see you on Game Time. Or was it NFL Game Day? We'll be here a few minutes before the game starts and talk all kind of poo-poo. Boy, I tell you what, Mitchell Trubisky is so as a quarterback. I ain't even worried about him. But Khalil Mack is worrisome, man. Okay. I know Kyle's got a plan. He always does. So let's see what happens. All right. And I'll see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Very good. Albert Carrasco. Shout out my boy. I thought I saw shout out my boy Caesar. Oh, here he is. Hey, shout out my boy Cesar. He's a Cowboys fan. Gotta love the haters too. Hey, Cesar! How did you like that last game last week? You know, we all appreciated that game. Cowboys came out there. One thing we have not done is got shut out. Cowboys found a way to get a zip. I thought they were on their way to the playoffs. Oh, God. Hey, you just did that one. And Debbie Rice says Trubisky threw 6 touchdowns against the Buccaneers at the end of September. So it's possible for them to hit the 40 mark, but that won't happen against us. And remember, Debbie, we're talking about the Buccaneers. Remember the Buccaneers had the worst defense of secondary in the NFL for a number of weeks. And actually they had that coming into the game we were playing. I mean, we just couldn't capitalize for reasons unknown. So I can guarantee, and you could bet your home, your neighbor's house, your car, your future, the Bears are not going to score 45 points on the 49ers. I'm going to be sitting there, I'm going to remember this. 45 points, they ain't going to score 40 nothing. They're good, but the 49ers defense has gotten to the point now they're not going to give up any 40 points to anybody. That game they played the Seahawks was filled with mistakes and referees reaching them. I still can't get over roughing the passer. And what? Oh, ref. Russell Wilson was in full stride when he brought him down. We're supposed to bring him down gently? So, that game had everything in the world wrong. Kyle Shanahan still owes him $25,000 from making him mad behind the officiating. They've not said anything yet about the appeal. You got Malcolm Smith. He owes $10,000. I understand Malcolm Smith's hit. Yes, it might have been flagrant. But some of them other calls, the 49ers, and my favorite call next to the one with Russell Wilson being roughing the passer call, he's in full stride when they bring him down. You got Jeff Wilson laying on the ground, right? Bobby Wagner reaches the ball. See, whoa, what? So this is the kind of thing we had to deal with. This is why I don't want to play in the clink. This is why I agree with MC Niner. I don't want to play the Seahawks in Seattle anymore. If we should make a deal, if we play the Hawks anywhere else, even if we don't have to play them at home, we're not playing in their place. Can we find a neutral site to play on? Somewhere between Seattle and San Francisco. Because the refs don't know how to ref once they start reffing in the clink. Damn them. And I'm an asshole, says the Niners 27, the Cubs. The Cubs out of Chicago are going to be coming into play us at 14. Trevor Marks, 49ers 28, Bears 26. Oh, and Beto A says Chicago Bears are good only in defense, but 49ers are better in everything else. Yeah. All right, fam, I'm going to go ahead and cruise on out. Talk to you a few minutes before the game starts. Be in your face, at your place. You know this. Niners!